Friday afternoon, our time. Inching in on the evening for Lotus and I. But here we are, once again together. The VGB's crew. It is VGB's episode 91. Wow, we've been doing this for 91 years. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Where were you in
1991?
No. Not.
That's not what you looked like in 1991.
That's what I
That's not what you looked like. That's not what you looked like. But hey, this is VGB's episode 91. I'm one of your hosts, John Warren. Where were you? Let's see if I can do this math one more time. On February 27th. Wow, can I literally not do this math? That's cool.
No.
What kind of math are you trying to do?
Just trying to subtract 91 from
1935.
1935?
Yeah,
91 years ago.
91 years ago.
Where was I?
I was in the broadcast tower at NBC headquarters with my two co-hosts, Nikki and Lotus. Hello.
Hey.
We were just put on the airwaves for the first time, and a young page named Michael P. Higham appeared to us, running errands for us, killing those peacocks with his hands and feeding us succulent peacock meat.
Bro, what are you saying? What are these words? They all sound bad.
None of them were in the Bible, but you know who was in the Bible? Michael P. Higham, our guest this week.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. I was in the Bible. I am an archangel, apparently. I think I learned that on the last time I was on this, or if you're driving.
We talked about religion, I think, almost every single time you've been on the show. We could run it back. Yeah.
Oh, straightforward religion and not like Reiki videos.
Yeah, no.
I love to invoke the Archangel, Michael.
Archangel.
Reiki
Archangel.
Archangel, Chris Angle, Mind Grink.
Kurt Angle. Lakers in 5.
Stupid. Michael, how's it going? How's your week?
Fuck,
been?
Man. I don't know. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleepy. I've been walking with a cane out in public. Did I talk to you about this?
No.
Okay. Yo, some real insight. People
you think we all know each other, huh?
People treat you very differently when you're walking around with a cane, man. Like, it's just crazy. This is like, bro. I don't know if you know this, John.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna lock the fuck in, Michael. Yeah, go ahead.
At least in San Francisco. I don't know how they do in Texas.
At least in San Francisco.
Hey, you know what? Universal experience. Although I will say the terrain is a bit more difficult in San Francisco than Texas.
Is.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me. Yeah. Tell me about that.
I've had like a flare up with one of my conditions in my leg. And I should probably get it checked because it comes up every once or twice a year, and like for a couple of days my leg is just like fucking burning. I take like 10 steps and my leg is like burning as if I did a 500-pound squat. So if it has like this lactic acid feeling that makes it it's like a whole ass workout, and then it gets numb and all this other bullshit. So if I do want to go outside, like I can walk around the house pretty okay, but if I'm going to go outside, I need to like walk with cane. Otherwise I'm just hobbling on one leg.
Sure.
So that's been fun. I watched the Super Bowl at some bar, and this motherfucker pulled out my seat for me. I was like, damn. Chivalry is so back.
Yeah, sure.
If you have a cane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is it like a cool one? Does it like fold out?
What's the deal?
It's a normal ass one. I could bust it out, but it's I keep it by the door.
You gonna get that thing wrapped?
Yeah.
What, the leg or the cane?
Yeah.
The cane.
Both.
Oh.
Take it to the auto shop.
I should like sticker bomb it. Y'all ever sticker bomb? Yeah, I'm gonna sticker bomb it. I'm gonna swag that shit out, dog.
Sure.
It's like a new accessory. You know, you got earrings, you got a necklace, you got glasses, you can wear a hat, rings, watch, all this other shit, and I'm gonna swag out my cane. It's just next
fashion
level.
cane.
I think the favorite thing that I get still is like every once in a while I'll get someone who assumes I was hurt in military action.
That's what's up.
And I just kind of want to look at him and go like, when was the last time you saw someone that looked like shaped like me in the military? like when was the last time you saw on CNN, oh, we're invading fucking Iraq or whatever, and a bunch of fucking Mike Wazowskis with rifles are just like running across the fucking battlefield.
Maybe you got hit by an IUD and like it like fucked you up in a different way.
It just truncated.
John, they're confident it was Agent Orange.
Agent Orange?
Yeah, maybe.
Asian is either brown or yellow, if you ask me.
Agent Orange.
Oh.
Agent Orange.
That's so crazy. That's
so has
crazy.
anyone so when you first brought this up, now this is the whole show.
Yeah.
So when you first brought this up, I assumed you were going to say like people treated you weird, bad.
No.
Not. So you've had the experience.
I had a Purple Heart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You had the experience of just like pulled out chairs, just reverence
doors.
I walk, like, you know how in bars, like it's always tightly packed. And I was sitting at the bar, and every time I go to the bathroom, because I got the smallest bladder in the world, I need to piss like 10 times in one football game. Every time I get up out of my chair, everyone fucking clears the way. I was parting the Red Sea like Moises.
That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy.
Moises, I don't know.
Just like Moises.
Like Moises.
Just like Moises. Yep. So a few questions. Do people still direct questions to you, or do they often ask them to someone else that you're with?
What?
I'm just curious.
What do you mean by that?
It's a simple question, Michael.
No. They talk to me like a regular person still.
So they still kind of look you in the eyes and talk to you. Okay,
yes.
very cool. All right, that's cool. That's interesting.
Sorry.
Parking situation, like still you're kind of parking far away? You don't drive. All right, cool. So you don't have to worry about that. Cool.
Public transportation, baby.
Let's see what else is on the list here. I've got my
list of
cripple experience list.
Yeah, how many lines have you cut?
None yet. None yet.
Oh, you gotta do that.
How much stuff have you stole?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Not enough. Never enough.
Not if you don't count time theft, but that's neither here nor there.
No, that's different.
Go to Disneyland. Go to Magic Mountain.
Well, Disneyland, they don't give a shit anymore.
They don't give a shit at Disney. Knott's Berry Farm, you can fuck Snoopy if you're disabled. It's crazy. Like, they'll just let you do anything. Cut any line.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, man.
They'll let you in any show. It's crazy.
You can drive the train.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. What I was going to say is I do have to go on a flight in a couple weeks. And hopefully I'm like fully recovered by then.
Nah, don't tell them that.
But if I'm, so if I'm not.
Especially if you're not, don't tell them that. You already have
don't tell them that.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
But okay, here's
Michael,
my thing.
Go see a doctor, by the way.
I mean this sincerely.
Yeah.
Getting on the plane early, disadvantageous to me.
Yeah,
I agree.
I heard, John talked about that, and I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Put me in
like, I just have to sit there.
Give a fuck.
No, because
I just have to sit there and watch. I have to like spend more time on the plane.
No, why would I want that?
The further back you are, the chances are that your carry-on could just get checked in, and like you might have trust issues with the airlines and your bag. But for me, I'm like, go ahead, take it. I don't gotta put it up in one of these stupid ass fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Cubbies,
cubbies, yeah. And I don't know. Also, I fucking hate people who put like little ass bags and jackets in the top shits. Like,
I'm putting my wheels right on your shit.
Oh no, absolutely.
Oh
no,
yeah,
I will.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm unwrapping a sandwich and putting it on your shit up there. If that happens.
Shit got mad red onions too. I don't give a fuck.
I'm putting melty candies in your pockets for when you put it in the dryer.
No, Michael. So the cane was kind of a self-diagnosis thing, or did someone kind of suggest that to you?
Oh, it was a self.
I don't mean
it was a self thing. It's like I
right.
literally cannot walk more than 10 steps without my shit burning up. So,
okay, brother. All right.
It's been very helpful.
I'm so glad. I'm happy. Thanks for hanging out for the last 9 minutes. I'm happy to be on the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh hi.
Hi, Nikki. Welcome to the show.
Hi, welcome to the show.
So
it turns out if you have a cane, you could take the first 9 minutes of any podcast too.
It's true. I
just had some other stuff, you know.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We should know if you were dissociating about Michael's harrowing cane story about how everything is great now
it's called
that Michael's
raising
disabled.
You fool.
Jesus.
It's not heroin cane. I watched a commercial. Y'all know who Megan Maroney is?
Oh, she's a country?
Yeah. So
Like
she's
Georgia?
in a raising. Yeah, like Georgia.
I only know about her from Natalie Weiner, who posted about her I think yesterday.
You mean Wiener? It's Wiener.
Is it Wiener?
The whole time.
It's not spelled Wiener.
Well,
not Megan Trainor. Megan.
Many
what?
such cases.
Maroney.
Anyway, I'll ask her. Go ahead.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That commercial called me use the hard R when I saw it on TV yesterday. You gotta find it. I was really trying to find the commercial, but I can't because I think it's so new. But the commercial is one of it. At no point.
For Raising Cane's.
Yes.
For Raising Cane's. Okay.
Yes.
Nikki, I'm not kidding. This isn't a bit, and like, I'm sorry for being like this, but like, I literally just thought it was, Raising Cane's found some sort of like right-wing OnlyFans model.
No. She's a famous musician.
She literally like just has that vibe and the whole thing. And I was just like, no judgment. Like every like racists need to jerk off too. Like I totally get that. Like
what?
Like I just was like, I just saw this ad and I was like, this is crazy.
No,
the vibe of this ad is completely
super
insane.
nuts. No, but that's Megan Maroney from music.
Okay.
I don't know why I told that story.
Yeah, why did you tell that story?
Because you thought about Raising Cane's from
Raising Cane's
Yeah,
from Michael's
that's right.
Caine. That's right. Michael's Caine.
That's
Makes
it.
you think.
There's something
Crazy.
there.
Michael's Caine. We were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
I don't know,
Why
Michael
do
Caine
we
is
fail,
funny.
Master Bruce?
Master Bruce.
Should we talk about video games? There's like a lot of news, I guess. Not as bad as last week, but
part of it's
actually
overflow from the other week.
From last week.
Part of it's overflow, but I do want to start. I mean, we did kind of do this with Charles Hart and started with the video game that he played. And Michael, you played and beat Resident Evil Requiem this week.
I sure did. Resident Evil Requiem. It's the new video game from Resident Evil franchise by Capcom Entertainment. It's very good.
Capsule Computer.
Yeah, that's is that where Capcom came from? No, probably not. But Resident Evil Requiem, it's fun. It's good. It's 10 hours. And if you're tripping out about it being 10 hours, I don't know what to tell you, man, because every Resident Evil game is about 10 hours, if not shorter. So
I think that really shocked me because I was kind of I kind of expected us to get a weird rope-a-dope of like, yeah, you're switching between these two characters and it's kind of a tight experience, but like it's going to open up into this kind of open experience that's like
do
really
a
big.
Evil Within situation.
Yeah, something like that. And instead it's just like, nope, it's just kind of tight the whole time.
It's
which is
tight.
Cool.
This shit's tight.
This shit is tight. I liked it a lot. I do like the idea of switching between two protagonists who play very differently as well, because as folks may know, you play as Grace Ashcroft, who is a new character. Her mom is apparently a part of the Resident Evil universe beforehand. And oh my God, you see her get her shit rocked in the early game. It is
okay.
gruesome.
Can I ask a couple of questions? And I mean this like with so much kindness. Preventable or no?
Preventable. Well, in a dire situation, but
not to blame the victim in the murder, but like my understanding about everything that happens in these video games is that by simply being smarter or more aware, none of this shit could possibly happen to you.
If her head was on a swivel,
you could also not be a cop. It would help.
Yeah, like so a lot
not
of these problems wouldn't
shady
happen
paramilitary organization.
Well, I forgot what her mom was, how her mom was involved, but
she was a journalist covering the Raccoon City disaster.
Damn. Yeah, well, that was
no. Finish that.
Happens.
Hey, no. Finish that thought.
What? There was no thought.
I thought you were going to say there was no disaster, and I was like, what kind of what is this role play?
There was no outbreak in Reddit.
It was
no war.
It was a disaster. It was as bad as like, dropping a nuclear weapon on something, so
everyday shit. But yeah,
I know more about her than you do, Michael. Her name is Alyssa Ashcroft, and she was presumably born in 1970, according to a website called ResidentEvil.fandom.com.
Oh,
Fuck
nice
yeah.
website. Hell yeah. We love that shit. But yeah, so you see her mom beefing in the first hour. And it's
That's
pretty
tough.
fucked up. And then from there, it's just fucking bad shit constantly happening to this Grace person. Feel very bad for her. But the thing is, like, she plays like Resident Evil 7, and then interspersed with that is you play as Leon in certain sections, and it plays like Resident Evil 4. So you're bouncing between these two drastically different play styles. And I really like that idea. And I liked its implementation for most of the game, where you play through Grace's sections, and they're really stressful, and they're intense. Like, they're exhausting. And then you get to a point.
You're not necessarily supposed to like take stuff head on with her. You're supposed to be a little more like resourceful, survival, horror, classic stuff.
Yeah. And it's those sections are really well designed and well done. And they are very scary. But the expectation is that I will eventually play as Leon and get that like stress out of my system, and then I could just like shoot shit and stomp shit. And that's kind of like how the cadence works through most of the game. I like to think of this game as like into 3 parts, and then the second third of this game, where we all know you return to Raccoon City at some point.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It totally didn't show this in any trailer.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Or put it in the pitch deck.
Such a thing.
But there's like the second third of this game is so heavily emphasized as playing as Leon, which is cool because he plays really well, and I like that style of play. But at a certain point, I was like, what the fuck game am I playing? I completely forgot that like Grace was a part of this story. And that's not necessarily like her fault or anything. It's just like, hey, we're going to make you play as Leon for like 3 to 4 straight hours. Straight action shit. And it's like cool, but I thought that we were going to do more scary stuff.
So you feel like the pacing was a little like unbalanced in that middle act.
Yeah. Okay. And
is it not scary because you are kind of, it is not contemplative, any of the stuff that's happening? Like, why is what makes it okay? Just because you're running and gunning and shooting
you can also
stuff.
carry chainsaws, I've heard.
Pretty sick, yeah.
So like that's not.
I mean,
like you see the chainsaw coming, you're like, I'll just parry that motherfucker.
The vibe I get is like, oh, okay, you play as a newcomer. You're forced into this. Well, not forced, but you're in this first person perspective.
At gunpoint.
It gives you the option. It basically tells you like you're going to be switching perspectives, but we never have to do that shit if you don't want to. It does say that.
Yeah.
But you're in this, this first person perspective. You are ill-equipped to deal with it. Even if you've played Resident Evil before, I feel like it's getting you in this like role-playing space where it's like, oh, now it's Leon Kennedy who's fucking been doing this shit. And he's already a fucking superhero. You've seen him do it. You've just, so why would we act like that's not still the case? Like that kind of makes sense. I like that framing, using those characters to do that. But like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's for there's that whole section where you're playing as Leon for like 3 or 4 straight hours.
Yeah.
I was talking to the homies. I was like, what the fuck am I playing, dude? Like, I thought this was a survival horror game, and it's kind of not anymore. But I think it's not that part is bad. It's just this is not what I expected, and it kind of just like it drags on a little too long. And I think also the objective that you are working towards for a big chunk of that is kind of meaningless. It's like, hey, go blow up this gate. Like, why do I care so much about blowing a gate, dude? I could get a pair of wire cutters and weasel my way through this game. I don't need a fucking blast charge that has 3 parts spread across the ruins of Raccoon City, man. So I think it's like, at least narrative wise, I think it's kind of just wasted time. There's like buying time until you get to the next actual revelatory thing. So that part of it is a little disappointing, because I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a examination of Resident Evil, like Requiem implied a lot. And I did an interview where they're like, shit, we about to reckon with some shit in the Resident Evil franchise. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I can't wait for that. And it's like, well, Leon has a motorcycle and needs to blow up this gate for 3 hours.
Okay, it's a little different.
We gotta get our shit in. Sorry.
But then it comes back around, and like that last third of the game is so strong. It's so sick.
Oh, cool.
Because then you do go back to bouncing between the two at a pretty brisk cadence. But it does end like abruptly in a way where I'm like, damn, I just wish there was a little bit more to this. If it had just a little bit more to that last hour or so, this could have really been something special. Still a great game. Don't get me wrong, though. I love what I played of it. I'm glad I did. But that is my broad thoughts and feelings.
Does it wrap up too quickly, or are there threads that are not tied?
I think it's a little bit of both, or rather, it does wrap up succinct, or it feels like a complete conclusion. But the details that you pick up to get to that point happen very fast. Or like, oh shit, I picked up this thing. Now I know the secret. Oh shit, it's over here. And like, oh, my mom was actually doing this. And this is what this fucking science project was actually about. And it happens like really fast.
Yeah.
I wish there was just more time to explore those ideas and have the characters contemplate that a little bit more, encounter those pieces at a more spread out pace. So I can, as the player, I can be like, damn, that's crazy. I could really think about it. Instead, they're just like, bam, here's all the shit. Bam, here's the final boss fight. Here's the final cutscene, and you're good. But very fun game, though. Like, from a gameplay perspective, shit's pretty sick, man. If you can handle just a little bit of scariness. I do think RE7 is scarier than this. But this, playing as Grace
RE7 was really scary.
Yeah.
So
nasty motherfuckers in that game.
Yeah.
This one has some some peaks in scariness, but I don't think it's overall like a very scary game.
Yeah.
So
that's good to know.
Yeah. If you can handle a little bit of it, where'd
you play this one? What console did you play it on?
Played on PC. The personal computer.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have started to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2.
How was it?
Very interesting. I have to say, I'm very charmed by how it looks and runs. Like, I really like.
What is this?
Here's what I mean by this.
Yeah,
here's what I mean by this. Here's what I mean by this. It still runs well. It runs well, which is really important. The dark colors, like the saturated blacks, are really like dark, which is really like a part of the ambiance of this game. It's really, really nice. I played it a little bit in handheld and docked, and I think it runs really well. It does kind of look like Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, which I'm very, 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 very charmed by.
That's what you mean.
A lot of those really deep lighting effects and the textures and details are a little bit fuzzy, and wide shots of stuff really definitely looks like, maybe a PS2, PS3 game, like a really good looking one. But I kind of wanted to play it because once I played Cyberpunk on Switch 2, I had this kind of thesis rolling around in my head, which is I actually think this is going to be a pretty sick like third-party AAA device if you don't give a shit about the height of fidelity.
Sure.
And I don't. I typically don't. And so it's nice because, one, you don't have to tinker with settings like you sometimes do on Steam Deck, although this apparently does also run really well on Steam Deck, I've heard. Cool. It does not run well on the ROG Ally, according to the reports I've read.
Darn, all six of them.
All six of them. But you do have to do some tinkering on the Switch Deck to make it work well, and it's like on Steam Deck to make it work well, and on Switch 2, you're just like good to go. So like, I've only played like an hour of it, whatever. It is kind of scary. You're right. Her mom gets got pretty bad. But I don't know. I'm enjoying it on Switch 2. If you're someone like me who kind of like doesn't really care if you're playing the best looking version of the third party AAA game that's out, I recommend it. I think it's pretty cool. So I was one of those people that when I played Witcher 3 on Switch, I still think that's a bridge too far.
That shit was ass.
But I was still like kind of charmed by how it looked, but it didn't run well.
Yeah, that's
the difference now is that these games run well, but they kind of look muddy and weird, and they look a couple of generations old, which, like, again, I don't really give a shit about because I'm an old head and I'm like, give me my PlayStation 2 back, please.
He can't even see the pixels. So
I can't even see the pixels. Like, what's the point? I can't night drive anymore without being scared. So, like, what's the what's the point? It doesn't matter.
Like 1080p looks like 4K to you anyway, right?
I'm like, whoa! I keep these crisp colors. Yeah, I just don't.
This motherfucker still got shit on 720p with motion smoothing on.
It's fun that they squeezed it into that vertical letterbox. That's 4:3 ratio, Grandpa. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I have not played enough of it to say if it stays well performing throughout, but the few reviews I've read for the Switch 2 version continue to say it runs surprisingly well, and it looks like it looks. So
that's what's up.
You wrote a note here that says Leon hot. Did you want to expand on that at all?
Oh my God. This is like the coldest take. Like Leon Kennedy, sure. Leon Scott Kennedy is so fucking, that's that man. Like, yeah, that's a shit. He looks great in this because he looks old. He's older, visibly older
and sharper. Yes. His little jaw.
He got his buckle fat removed.
He's
happy for him. He got
that Zac Efron surgery, I think, which is cool. Good for him.
Boy looked like Tom Brady, but better. So I think it's a combination of things. I think it's because he's visibly older. He has like wrinkles, but doesn't look like wrinkly. Mm-hmm. He has stubble that is slightly gray, still has a full head of hair, and has lost the light in his eyes. Like you could tell this motherfucker does not give a fuck about his life. And that's
so funny.
That's what everyone polled says is hot about older men. Is like the lights just kind of
a little gone.
They don't give a fuck about their life. You play this game, you think he cares about his life? This motherfucker's throwing that ass. No, he's not. I wish he was though, but he's like putting himself in these very dire situations and does not care that he's in them.
Right. So they have recklessness. He drives a Porsche, right?
For like the first hour of the game.
Right.
Does he crash it? Where does it go?
It just kind of leaves it in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably government provided anyway. What the
government provided Porsche.
What's it called? The DSO he works for or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I know that Volkswagen doesn't have any money. Volkswagen owns Porsche. I know that they don't have any money because there are a bunch of Porsches in games now. They used to really not like that. No, like legitimately, they are so fucking desperate for any money. That like the idea that someone was like, can we make this spaceship in Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet or whatever the fuck? Can we just make that a Porsche?
I forgot about that. That's so crazy.
It's a Porsche. Yeah, the spaceship in that video game is a Porsche.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I think that's good. I just know that they don't. I know that they don't have any money because they are letting anybody who asks to put the car in the game money. And also, it can't be that expensive because why would Capcom do that? You know, like it doesn't.
Capcom doesn't really benefit from it, right?
Yeah,
that's a one-way street.
Yes, so
it's all Porsche, nothing else. But if you went to the preview event or the launch party event,
of course
they just had the Porsche right there. It's in LA too.
They don't invite me to shit.
You could be like, I am 8-bit. You, Nikki Grayson, you are 8-bit.
Me am 8-bit.
Me am 8-bit.
Me am. Well, that is great. Nikki, Lotus, any other questions about Resident Evil Requiem? I know you both are going to run out and play this right now.
I'm playing it right
now.
I know Nikki is completely not scared of any parts of it and will play it with the lights out.
You're not a Resident Evil. You're not an evil resident, Lotus.
No, not in particular. I also don't want to spend $70 or whatever it is.
It'll be.
I feel that. I woke up this morning and put that shit on my credit card. I was like, boy, that's $70, huh?
There's a lot of things cool. I go, that might be fun, but not for $70.
I don't buy that many AAA games anymore. It is funny. But yeah, this one is pretty good so far, and I dig it. Thanks, Michael, for playing that and telling.
Yeah, I played it just for y'all
about it.
Yeah, thank you. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
And Capcom asks, "Where's this stuff gonna go?" You said VGBs.
VGBs. Yeah. It's gonna go to VGBs. And they said, "We're telling your employer and letting you go."
Goodbye.
All right.
All right.
We've got news And that news is none of us will be ever be able to build a computer or anything ever again. So,
yeah, cool.
The ongoing RAM and storage shortage are creating more delays and
fun.
price hikes.
Storage shortage.
Storage shortage.
There's
a storage shortage and shortage.
So like the Swedish chef.
George Soros shortage storage.
George Soros storage shortage in shortage.
Yeah,
that's good.
Wow,
that's good.
Western Digital and Seagate are both sold out of hard drives through the end of this year.
That's
that's good.
That's not good. True. Like, I mean, like, yes, that's obviously it's true, but it's like,
I know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're out. You ever just like go to like the hot dog stand and be like, oh, we're out of hot dogs. Sorry.
We're done. We ran out of pig ass. Ah, man.
Happens.
Too bad, huh? Yeah, their existing stock of their 2026 devices are gone. 2027 and 2028 are apparently already in place with major buyers, but it is fully allocated for the rest of this year, which is completely fucking crazy. And I'm with Nikki. It's like there is some amount of this that is false scarcity, but it's also not false to us who need the storage. So there it is. Valve is also revisiting the shipping schedule and pricing for Steam Machine, Steam Frame, and to a lesser extent, Steam Controller. This was, I can't remember if they actually reported this week or I think it was rumored a couple weeks ago, but confirmed now that they're kind of reevaluating when this stuff is going to come out. Because it felt like a tidy, fun little 2026 maybe thing for people to get into, and now it kind of doesn't.
No,
suddenly.
yeah. At the beginning of the month, they were like, so some news.
Watch this space.
Some news about the Steam hardware. We're just like looking at like when that's going to happen in a way we weren't before.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Steam Deck OLED is out of stock intermittently in some regions due to those shortages. Those shortages seem to be the US, Canada, Japan, and the EU. So just some regions.
Just a few.
Just some regions. Just a few regions. Just
South Korea has OLEDs, I guess.
They got OLEDs. I think I think I literally saw like an hour before we posted that there is some 1 terabyte OLED stock in the US, but I believe it might already be sold out. I'm going to have to go check. So that's crazy. Sony is also, as a result of all this stuff, reportedly considering a delay of their next console until 28 or 29, which is nuts.
Maybe they'll have one game on that one.
Maybe so. Maybe one. And then, of course, Nintendo is also cagey on their future potential price hike of Switch 2 after being asked in an earnings Q&A in the context of those component shortages.
It's so funny.
If caginess almost never leads to any sort of bad decision. So
it's so funny that at the beginning of the year, the conversation was, oh shit, all this stuff's going to get expensive because of tariffs.
The tariffs.
And then we have backed into it becoming more expensive, but not actually because of not because of the disastrous financial decisions by the United States government, but also just it's like a completely different guy has entered the room to kind of destroy this. So I think it's just kind of cool on all fronts.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's great that the cheap part is now the most expensive by a factor of like 3.
Yeah. I was legitimately trying to build a NAS. Like I was saving money. I was like, oh, it's time for me to build my fucking NAS. No, I can't. I simply cannot anymore.
Back that NAS up.
I can't.
I literally can't. I have a friend at work who was like, "Hey John, should I've been kind of frustrated with some of my console stuff lately. Like, should I just build a PC?" And I was like, "You have never had a moment in human history where that was a worse time to contemplate doing that."
I'm glad I upgraded mine when I did. Now I have these more valuable than gold.
I just don't
do that.
Don't show that, Lotus. I'll come get you.
We're gonna fucking dox you, and it's gonna be a problem for everyone.
You should eat it like a candy bar on stream.
The thing is, I think these are 2 8s too.
Oh shit! Are they DDR5 or 4?
All right,
there
Chad.
must be 5.
All right, Chad. How many subs to eat my RAM? How many subs to eat my RAM on Cam? I'll eat it right now.
Lotus, that's still like $200.
That's still like $200.
Oh, for sure. It's just hilarious that this is what I upgraded from, was having 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm really splurging, guys. I'm going all the way up to 32.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I left a batch of 32 gigs in my in like my Newegg cart. And if it's still in there and the price changes, it like you go back and it notifies you like, hey, there's been a price change from this to this. Right. And it was like 168 to 450. And
fuck off.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
I mean, the Newegg should just lose your email if it's about to send you stuff like that. It's like, sorry, never mind.
But I mean, like the storage stuff, that's also AI bullshit because they're taking up all the hard drives, but that just means that solid state drives are going to also get hit with price hikes because scarcity of storage overall, but also it's only a matter of time until the AI freaks start scrounging up SSDs as well, because they don't give a fuck about how much money they spend on this shit. They don't care. That's not their concern. There's this AI quote unquote gold rush. There is no gold, but these motherfuckers is taking all this shit, and they don't care how much it is, and there's none for us anymore. Poor us.
It's really bad, and it's gonna really cause a lot of problems.
Actual problems.
Actual problems. It's not
for everyone. It's really wild.
I think the lens through which we view this stuff, right, is like, oh, it's video game computers kind of stuff, which is true. But you know what also run on computer?
Fucking everything.
Hospital. Bank.
Well, however, there's never been a hospital that's upgraded a computer that it has.
And you know what, Lotus? That's really true. That's true.
Because it's running e-machines.
It is insane.
You walk by a doctor's office, they got flying toasters still on the screen. You're like, all right.
You're smiling like it's a joke.
No.
No, I know.
I know. Right hand to God that the office my mom used to work at still runs on 98.
Oh my God.
Because it's
so sick.
The problem is that the companies who have the medical software, or sometimes per hospital, they will have someone build the architecture for their clients' systems.
Right.
Yeah.
And they just are like, well, it works.
It works.
So, and then nobody upgrades it. Because also, again, shareware, not shareware, the opposite of shareware. It's the company doesn't exist anymore. So we'll just leave it on these computers forever.
And it's like those things don't connect to the internet.
No,
really, they're run on their own internet, so they're not they're not going to be exposed to the many viruses. Like if you go on the internet with a Windows XP, your shit will explode. The internet will fucking destroy it.
They will seek you out.
Those viruses are crazy if you go on XP, if you connect the internet through XP. But I don't know. It's everyone. It's like the context of our conversation is always like consumer electronics, but there's a lot more than consumer electronics out there. But for me, man, I can't upgrade my shit, man. I guess I'll just use old part.
No, I specifically passed up upgrading my machine about a year ago, and
that was dumb.
And that was really dumb. It was one of the dumbest choices I've ever made.
I lucked out that all my components started failing about 6 months ago.
Shit, man.
It was almost as bad as the time that I just realized I'm about to backdoor.
I'm
about to backdoor into bringing it up again. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but it's almost as bad as the time I bought a Toyota Sienna.
Right.
For 2020, about 3 weeks before they released a version that had almost twice the gas mileage.
Yeah. But then you were able, John, don't worry though, because you were able to get one.
It's a good thing I totaled it in a car wreck. Did you know that I was in a car wreck last year?
What?
Yeah, that's shocking,
nuts,
bud.
Man.
I'm really sorry.
before SGF, or that was before
It was
SGF,
SGF.
right? Yeah, because that's when we went to that thing where the thing happened.
Where I got
However, you
robbed.
know.
Yeah, where
I literally got robbed.
Jesus Christ! What a
that was a bad like 10 days for us. We had like a really bad like this podcast almost didn't make it because its two co-hosts almost just died, just straight up.
But you got your Switch 2s.
We did
get our Switch 2s.
So it
was all fine.
Hooray!
Which by the way, again, I had to send it to Nikki's house.
Yes.
So that I had to put it in the
Nikki had
mail.
to send it back to me.
Great.
Anyway, really dumb. Anyway,
In sad news,
I will remember.
Tencent's TV Montreal studio closed after 5 years of holding their dicks in their hands.
Yeah.
Well, maybe literally in one for one employee there.
Well,
yikes, dude.
Well, damn, that's crazy.
Holy smoke.
It was constructed and built to make AAA open world multi-platform games, and they just didn't release anything. Their closure had been expected for a while for the employees. In part, the reporting from Stephen Totillo made mention that Ashraf Ishmael, who was the disgraced former game director for Assassin's Creed Origins, was working for the studio at the time. He had laid low after he left Ubisoft, but they basically just didn't do anything.
Listen,
and then
it
they closed.
freaking happens.
It does happen.
Increasingly, it happens that a bunch of talented people get hired for a new studio, and you're like,
yeah, what do I do?
Hang out.
Just hanging out.
Making a bunch of cool
chilling.
stuff, and then people say, yeah, what a nice story. And then they start
What
again.
a cool story.
Yeah, then they try again.
Well, the global Teamy studio, not the Montreal branch, but the global one, they are the ones, of course, we learned last week, who were funding Highguard. And then Jason Schreier, bless his heart. And I don't listen. Jason was such a good reporter, digging up details that we didn't have. Okay.
Yeah.
Legally,
but if I'm honest, though,
have.
but
Yeah.
if I'm honest, though, you could have just pulled 95% of that information from the conversation that we had last week. It was crazy. I kept reading.
Yeah.
I kept going into the next paragraph, and I was like,
It's so
"Yo,
funny.
we fucking said exactly this thing." Like that was so crazy.
It's
But he wrote a great report. It was pretty in depth. It goes deep into the fact that yes, Tencent offered this funding. They had some crazy fucking metrics that I guess they were like, sure, I guess we could hit those. Their retention metrics by most measurements would be like pretty good, but not Tencent good. And so they pulled their funding.
Yeah.
And
Which
now
is,
they're down
again,
to a skeleton crew.
I don't even know if we talked about this part of it, but the critical thing about Tencent's like inability to do anything right is that they don't see that. It's like they don't notice or know that everyone else watches. We can see the shit that they do.
We can see. Yeah, we can see.
Like it's like they think that it's in a black box. So when they kill the studio, they're like, well, we don't see it anymore.
Gamble on people's likelihoods like no one's watching. You know, like it's like that's them. That's just them.
It's so rough. Yeah, tough.
It's really bad.
That's what's up.
The 10 or so employees that Jason Schreier interviewed, former employees, essentially chalked it up to hubris, that this didn't work out. This is really deeply, starkly in contrast to one of the game directors who left, or not one of the game directors, one of the developers who left initially in that first wave, who wrote a blog that was like, the negativity online is blah, blah, blah. And it's like...
his NDA was different. That's all that was.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
That's all that
was.
What
it feels like.
His NDA was different.
I understand being angry about that stuff, and I'm like, those aren't the decisions that brought us to this point.
No.
And so Jason Schreier's piece, which is up on Bloomberg, and in case you don't know, if you go, this is not, Jason Schreier did not pay us to say this. Insider tip: if you just go to his Blue Sky, he just posts his stuff with a free link.
The GIF link, yeah.
So, like, Bloomberg is annoying. I do not pay for it. I do so I'm sorry if I got you in trouble with your boss, Jason Schreier. I literally don't subscribe to Bloomberg because you just post all the shit for free. Like, I don't have to.
I don't subscribe to Bloomberg because it's too expensive, and I go to a little website called archive.ph and post that link in there, and I can read whatever I want.
Yeah, that is also true. You can do that, but Jason also always posts this stuff for free, which is nice. So it's a good write up, and we'll also link that free link in the show notes if you want to take a look. So yeah, I love monopolies, don't y'all? And that's why I'm excited that Microsoft Japan is under investigation by the Japan Fair Trade Commission. They did an on-site search and seizure on February 25th this week, under suspicion of violating the Anti-Monopoly Act. They're basically being charged, were accused of trying to force potential customers into using Azure by refusing to license Microsoft 365 onto other cloud services, or charging exuberant prices to do so. And folks, let's just say,
finally, Microsoft's doing exclusives.
Let's just say that, like, it's really good. This is definitely happening. I'll just say that.
We know
like,
that it's
in the real workplace, it is happening. Just saying, there's also first-party knowledge of this happening.
But I want to say, even when they were under antitrust investigation recently, like everything the FTC does, they were like, gotcha. And they said, but we shouldn't face punishment. And they said, you're so right.
You're so right, Betsy.
You're so right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You're so right. But depending on the outcome of the investigation, it could expand beyond Microsoft Japan subsidiary. So that is something to at least look at.
Is it?
I wouldn't listen very clearly. Crucially, I'm not saying you should hold your breath for the American side of this, but it could involve some of Europe. It could involve some other places. It could be interesting.
Yeah, it's so crazy that I have to my rights on the computer are reliant not on my own government.
Yeah, the only reason any of us see gotcha chances in video games is because of China. So you can take that to the bank.
Mm-hmm. How's ever?
Sorry,
Michael was getting
Michael
painful.
Michael, did you unplug yourself? What happened?
No. I this thing. I need to plug in. You know,
real.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
That's so crazy. Every one of us here, let's just take a quick poll. Like, how much do you love Azure and using it every day?
I mean, every day I wake up.
Great color.
Good color. Yeah, for sure.
Good Trails game also.
You know, I used to always call my Animal Crossing villages Azure, funnily enough.
Ooh.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
Cool, man.
That's good.
Guess I can't anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Okay,
every time someone says Microsoft Azure, I kind of don't know what they mean. Like, I know it's like cloud-based shit, but like, what is it actually? Like, is it the bunch of hard drives in a room? Is it like the architecture? Is it the
dog?
They've got server side stuff that provides cloud services a little bit like AWS or something but it's like
it's the name of the service, but it is in fact while
it's a lot of different,
got no fucking hard drives.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different stuff. It can be data storage and organization, which then feeds into a bunch of their AI bullshit, and then all that. It could just be storage. It could be server side stuff. Like there's a lot.
Yeah, that's on there.
That's on there.
All three people using xCloud are on there.
Hey.
Under oath, Sarah Bond had to say, God, isn't it crazy that they had to go under oath to say no one uses their shit, and then they all got fucking fired, basically? Anyway.
I remember. I was there.
So crazy.
I remember that.
You were in the courtroom. Yeah, wild. Discord, remember all that shit about Discord's verification stuff? Well, they're at least delaying it for a little while because there was a huge meta backlash against all the verification stuff. Stanislav Wisniewski, who is the Discord co-founder and CTO, says that Discord, quote, should have provided more detail about our intentions and how the process works.
We should have fucking done anything.
Instead of leading that to basically the internet to investigate all the bullshit y'all are about to put us through, and how y'all fucked it up really bad the first time y'all tried to do this stuff and like leaked a bunch of info. It's like, I guess we could have like said all that, but we didn't. We didn't think anyone would actually look into us, and then they did, and then it was kind of embarrassing. And so we're like, okay, maybe we
thought it would be like a TOS, and just no one would pay any attention.
No one would notice.
Except
but
also
we wrote a blog
2026, and people do read the TOS now. For something like Discord.
Yeah.
Goofy. It's hard to run a business if you're stupid.
They're hiding. There's some crazy, if you're stupid. There's some bad quotes in here. I'm going to read them. I love reading bad quotes. It says, he said, quote, the way this landed, many of you walked away thinking we're requiring face scans and ID uploads from everyone just to use Discord. Okay.
Well,
that's not what's happening, but the fact that so many people believe it is tell us we failed at our most basic job, clearly explaining what we're doing and why. Now Stanislav, Booby,
Stan.
Let's just like figure this out. Clearly explaining what we're doing and why when it involves like sweeping identification stuff, kind of important, huh?
Yeah, you should have done that off the rip. There are people for whom's job it is their job to read your shit and be like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. Plus, also, they were going to do exactly what everyone was afraid of them doing. Yeah, anyway. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. It's like a lot of people thought listen, when we bought the gun, a lot of people thought that we were going to shoot the gun. We just wanted to pet the gun. And we just wanted to pet the gun. And we just wanted to put bullets in it. And we just wanted to pull the trigger. And that's it. Yeah. Dumb. Yeah. On top of that, quote, many of you are worried that this is just another big tech company finding new ways to collect your personal data. The fuck do you think? That we're creating a problem to just justify invasive solutions. I get that skepticism. It's earned, not just toward us, but toward the entire tech industry. But that's not what they're doing.
No fucking way.
He's different.
Here's the thing. If he's not doing that, this is the right way to respond to that. To go like, yeah, totally, we get it. Like the tech industry is in a really bad place right now about your identity. And like the vibe is bad, but we're different. But the thing is, though, is that you tried this before and you fucked it up so bad that you'll never be able to do it again. Also, you're in the middle of an IPO filing, which is crazy that you would try this shit. And I'm really proud of everyone online for basically making this a living hell for them.
Which continue to do so. They said they delayed it. Which continue
to do so. They delayed it. This is delaying it. They said they have cut ties with Persona, the group that was going to do this.
Persona?
I know. Isn't that crazy? Show us.
Fuck, I got to get this shit removed then.
like a fucking Deathly Hallows tattoo.
Yeah. I was very close to getting one. It's a little Michael lore.
That's easy to cover up, though. That one's
it's just turned into other stuff.
Yeah.
But Discord says that they're not following. They're not moving forward with Persona, and Persona, for what it's worth, is it has ties to Palantir co-founder Peter Thiel, who really like
who doesn't
can we just take a second? Can we just take a second? Like, listen, we talk a lot about Elon Musk. We talk a lot about some of the worst people on the planet. Peter Thiel really
flies under the radar with his drones.
Flies under the radar, and he's a fucking psychopath.
It's because he makes stuff nobody understands. Elon's problem is that people know what cars and Twitter are.
Right. Droims.
And he never shuts the fuck up.
Yeah,
Peter Thiel
he never shuts
the fuck up.
Yeah, and he's like you could literally walk outside and be like, what does Elon Musk do? And then they will either say X spaceship car. Yep. You can't ask anybody what Palantir does because nobody knows. They do so much, nobody knows what they do.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference for Peter Thiel and for Elon.
I'm going to make a weird argument for leftists going into business, because when you see this quote from Persona COO Christy Kim, it says that Teal is, quote, not on our board, does not advise us, has no role in our operations or decision making. He is not directly involved with Persona in any way. Persona and Palantir share no board members and have no business relationship with each other. That doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. All that shit that she said, none of it matters. Like, if there is no documented relationship, it doesn't matter. Peter Thiel is still on the phone with these people, talking to them, like all the fucking time. So just know that is happening. Anyway, this is a delay, but whatever. It's probably still going to get pushed through.
Do you think we could get take this to Polymarket? You think we get Discord age verification or GTA 6 first?
Oh, good question.
God, that's a
really good question.
Shit.
I will say GTA 6.
GTA 6.
You think they'll bring it back?
Add their own voice chat, and Discord will become defunct.
What's up, boys? We play Vampire Crawlers later. I'll get you on GTA chat. All right, sounds good.
We used to use Curse. That's all I'm saying.
Dude,
yeah,
Curse,
absolutely.
Curse kind of goated. I don't know. Goated.
It was okay.
Curse, what was before that? It was Fire something. Fire. Some shit. X Fire. Wait, no, that might be a porn site.
Anytime there's an X, you should
know that.
Well, the thing is, I wonder if you're thinking of Curse because the logo for Curse was like a little fireball.
Yeah.
Ventrilo. We can go back to Vent.
Oh, we could go back to Vent.
It's like caveman shit. Going back to Vent is crazy.
Communicating with grunts.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Discord.
Good luck, Discord.
The funny thing about it's not funny, but like I think that we've embedded ourselves so much into Discord, and this is the case with any third-party platform that you invest in, whether it's like becoming a YouTuber or being big on Twitter or some shit, or being an Instagram influencer. It's like the ball is not. You don't own you don't own that shit. So it's like, when something like this goes sideways, like when Twitter was handed over to Elon Musk, like I was like, wow, I used this for my entire social life once I got into the games industry, or when I got into games media. Now it's all, at least it could exist elsewhere, right? But when you think about like our communities, like how we communicate with each other, just like the infrastructure of our lives has increasingly relied on Discord itself. And yeah, I don't know. I just think it is scary when something like this happens, because like when, it might not affect me. I could probably do age verification and be fine, but that's not the point. It's like, I'm not the target.
Right.
I'm not the vulnerable community in which this will affect the most. And just
Cane
like
users.
Yeah. Well, okay, cool. Sick. And that'll be one of the boxes you can check. But it's just like, fuck, man, can you just be a good company? Can you just be like a decent company? Be a 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is fine. Like, you don't need to do this bullshit. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it, man. Like, what the fuck? Whatever.
Well, as we kind of cascade toward a more totalitarian United States and fascism starts taking over the very fabric of our being, it's something we should probably reclaim, huh?
And
our spaces to ourselves.
I love listening to VGBs because it is like the most dark. It's like the darkest video game podcast I listen to. Like,
I've even looked up at our reviews this week. Let's see if we got some new ones.
John said something on Blue Sky to the effect of like, "We're not beating the y'all are just grumpy allegations, but what the fuck is there to be happy about?"
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm like, fuck, dude, this is kind of a bummer.
I was like. Someone pointed out that last week's episode was the first one where it didn't auto find someone.
Oh, that was me.
Of all of us laughing.
Usually our
like, we're
thumbnails
usually
on YouTube,
always like,
yeah, John does it automatically, and you can see all of us. No matter how many of us are on the pod, it's always all of us, obviously belly laughing. And then Xbox deserves this is like.
We're all like,
everyone just very stoic,
pretty even keel. Yeah,
it was. I come to VGBs for the bummers, man. Let's go.
Yeah, the bummers, and you can say bad words.
Yeah, it's the best.
Let's throw another bumper on the pile. Skate developer Full Circle is laying off employees after they want to, quote, reshape to better support Skate's long-term future and focus the team on the things that matter most.
The long-term future of it being in the trash can. Yeah.
How much money does Skate cost?
0.
And that keeps working usually?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe we should stop.
No.
Like, legitimately, Lotus, if they tomorrow were like, I have not played Skate. I downloaded Skate. I've not really played it. If they tomorrow were like, this game is now, well, now I would already own it.
Can you imagine if 2XKO was $20? $20.
Yeah. Just go. It costs $20. I'd be psyched
because we made
about
it.
that.
We made a game.
We made it.
$20.
We made a game.
Yeah.
I'd be psyched.
Yeah, no, and you know who would have $20 many times? Riot.
Yeah.
Riot. That's
EA.
true.
Like
that's true.
A lot of $20, and that's more than none dollars because you can play Skate and not spend a freaking dime.
Remember when Overwatch came out and it was $40 and you're like, God, what a deal.
Yes.
What a deal.
I paid $60 for Overwatch for some skins.
Yes, for skins.
Because I said I expected it to be $60. I played the beta for like 30 hours in 1 week.
Yes.
And I said, okay, sure.
22 years ago, Visual Concepts and Sega decided to price a football game at $20 instead of $50.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually completely remade the sports licensing landscape forever. It will never change. It was so impactful, it freaked everyone out forever. Skate, you can just do that. You could just
now they can't. It's over now.
Now they can't.
It's over.
They fucked it.
But you could have. But
they could. This would have been the best $20 video game. Like
ever.
People would have, and I think there is and this is because the people who run these companies are stupid and don't know a poor person and have never been poor.
I don't know a poor person.
But like,
not even medium.
They don't.
No, but like they simply don't. But like I have so many, I have so many memories of buying weird, shitty games used because they were $20. Right? Like you would go into the GameStop and you would say, my mother has given me $20. I am going to purchase Amazing Island. Let me see those yellow tags. And I'm purchasing Amazing Island from Sega Corporation on the GameCube.
Hell yeah.
And then you have a weird time with it. Is it the best game you've ever played? Absolutely not. Do I remember it fondly and vividly? Yes.
You'll remember it on your deathbed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say
did the company making the game get some money out of it?
Get some money. Yes.
Yes.
Because it cost money off the rip. And now, because there is no, like at the executive level, there is no understanding of value between maximum and zero. They have like systemically themselves destroyed the entirety of the middle of the market and then are constantly being like, but why isn't anybody spending $20 on a battle pass? And it's like, I don't need to, I'm playing the video game already. Is why I don't need to spend money on the Skate battle pass. I'm already playing Skate. But if I paid $20 to have to play the video game, then I might be incentivized to give you more money after that first $20. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It feels so basic to me. I do not understand how you fuck this up. I understand how you fuck this up, but it is like shocking and annoying, frustrating that they have fucked this up this badly.
Because the consequences that people lose their jobs, and of course, like it just keeps happening and happening, right? But it's also I think. We might be, I'm not a businessman, maybe at the tail end of these companies realizing
businessman.
That we don't fuck with Jay-Z no more. I'd actually, you know what? I didn't really fuck with Jay-Z for a very long time. I think he's not a great rapper, actually. I think that he rode the coattails of his producers. Anyways.
I just thought he was a pervert because I like Beyonce.
Yeah. That's true.
What was I saying?
That is true.
I think the free-to-play model and banking on people spending on microtransactions, whether it be battle passes or skins, wherever whatever the case might be. I think it's an antiquated business model. Like, you can only do that if you are the motherfucker on the block, like a Fortnite, or for a while Overwatch. But Overwatch, you had to pay $40 in loot boxes and all that. That's a different thing. But I think just like putting your game out there and hoping that you recoup your costs through microtransactions, it ain't gonna work, man. Like, you can't just do that anymore. And if you do that, you have to make goddamn sure that the shit that people see on that storefront are fucking, it's cool. You better see some cool shit on that storefront. And if it's just bullshit, I'm not gonna spend money on that, man.
No, and then also, like, obviously this isn't, I do not doubt that the people at Full Circle knew that the video game that they were making was a skate video game, right? I do not think that they had grand designs of making Fortnite 2, but the people above them at EA said they're making Fortnite 2, which is just such a fundamental misunderstanding of the people that you have making the thing that you have asked them to make, and also like of the landscape. Like, why do you think Fortnite is as big as it is? Just like take a second to think about why that is. And then you're like, okay, our skateboarding video game is definitely going to have the exact same reach as Fortnite.
Exactly the same.
What are you talking about?
I'll say this though. If they put LeBron James and Hatsune Miku in Skate, I'm buying that shit on site.
But you know what you could do, Michael? This exact second, right now, you could download Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which I believe is $40, and you could play, because it has mod support, as Hatsune Miku, and you could play as fucking Yami Yugi right now. I know that the models exist because I've seen them played with my eyeballs.
That's so sick.
I don't know if Shaq is in there, but probably.
We could put Shaq in there.
We could get lots of basketball players. Normal people are probably easier to model than Miku. I would have to think.
Just rip like the NBA 2K model and put it in.
Just copy and paste.
The thing about the live service games is it's like, it's not even a business model that has a high hit rate, but everyone wants to be Fortnite, Minecraft, or Roblox. Could anyone tell me who plays Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox?
Little baby.
I'm gonna take a second.
Children.
Hildarin.
Yeah,
and the thing is, not only have we discovered that the dark patterns are illegal in most cases, they're definitely illegal for kids, so you can't do that anymore. And they don't work as well against adults. So even if Skate could somehow capture as many people as Fortnite, which won't happen, they still wouldn't spend even a quarter of the money.
No, no baby is going, I crave the skateboarding game.
Yeah.
I crave it.
It's just it's just such a fundamental, like, no one made them do it this way. Like, literally nobody made them do it this way.
It's definitely that. And I think also the rollout of this thing also didn't do it any favors, where, hey, we're gonna put out a pretty incomplete version of the game, but that's the nature of what we're doing. And then you're not going to charge people money necessarily, because you want to get them in the door and be like, yo, look at this thing we're working on. We're going to expand it up, but here's the core idea and you can play it now. That's kind of a cool idea, but like,
just like, we had a word for this. We had a phrase. It was early access. And I don't really understand why we've gotten away from it. Like, even if longer term, right? EA was like, we're still going to shut this shit down because it's not working. The worst case scenario is that they put the game out for $20 or $25 in early access, and then not enough people bought and played it. But they did receive some money. Yeah. But I'm so curious to know actually how much money.
Me too. Yeah.
Like, Skate is bringing in every month, because I'm sure that number is piddling. Like, I'm sure it is actually a very small number. Yeah. Like in six figures is what I would wager.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like, it has to be six figures. Like, not high. No,
not close to 7.
No. No.
And it's just like,
what a cool idea though, to make a new Skate game.
Yes. And then it is so much. Like, I don't know, charging, that is the epitome of a $20 video game. Because even if like scope wise, if they didn't touch it anymore after they released it, the worst complaint you could, or the worst complaint that you could levy towards it was, it was $20 though.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You
the game.
you
There's
wouldn't
not that
burn
much.
as much goodwill.
No,
if
exactly.
You put out a bad
because
game at $20.
it's only $20. Like worst case scenario, I spent $20, and then if enough people spend $20, then I can come back. Like you can keep working on the video game, and then you can be like, oh shit, I haven't played Skate in a year and a half, but they've kind of No Man's Skied it a little bit, which by the way, that game is getting a fucking Mud Runner update. Did y'all see this?
It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
They're adding a long haul trucking and like item, like Mud Runner-esque.
Describe that game in less than a sentence at this
Impossible.
point. It's like, you can't do it.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
It's Rust Fortnite in space.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, pretty easy.
Fortnite in space.
Wow.
Cool.
I stand corrected. I'm retiring, everyone. Good night.
This is foreshadowed by your tag shut down during this podcast. It's right now.
Oh, it was. What did I know?
What did I
know?
Oh.
Well.
Wow.
Just kidding. I'm back.
I wish it made a noise. For a while, there was nothing funnier than leaving a Discord call and knowing that everybody heard that little noise.
Yeah, that's really good. Yes, Skate. Listen, I know everyone's mad about Steam concurrence right now as like a metric for how a game is doing, but like, it's like 2,500 players at the same time. I'm curious about what that looks like. Obviously, fewer players would be playing if this was a paid game, but I'm also like, what? Like, the floor and the ceiling is not like that different for Skate. I feel like it's not like that far apart to me. So it's interesting to think about, like, yeah, why wouldn't this be just a $20 game that has some sort of, I don't know. It's such a strange way that they release this game.
Oh, poor Skate, man! I was so excited for it.
Skate.
They sent me a hoodie back in like 2020. Like when they first like said that they were doing Skate, they're like, "Yo, you want us to send you something?" They gave me a snapback and they gave me a hoodie. The hoodie was sick. It's like, dude, Skate is still back.
So back.
5 years later.
Michael, you brought up loot boxes before. Can you say that one more time?
Loot boxes.
Wow. Well, the Attorney General of New York is fucking furious at Valve. They are suing them over a violation of gambling laws because of loot boxes. Suit defines gambling as, quote, by the way, Lotus, I really want to thank you for linking ag.ny.gov.
You're welcome.
The official
I was dissatisfied by all the reports that I read. So I went to the thing.
Straight from Letitia James's mouth. So she is suing Valve with the New York Attorney General's office over loot boxes, quote, charging an individual for a chance to win something of value based on luck alone. That is gambling. And Valve is doing that. So they're being sued.
Damn.
Crazy. It hinges on the real world value of the items in question, the ability to sell those items directly on Steam through the community market, Valve's well-documented collusion with third-party marketplaces where the items are sold one for one for cash instead of money, locked in Steam for or other items. If anything is going to get them, it's this part. I agree with that. I think that's like inarguable. So it's also weird that the proposed connection to the real world gun violence, so she can talk about her dedication for the children.
Yeah, there's
really funny.
A section at the end of the New York AG's note that is like, yeah, and so, even though this is about gambling, there's also guns, and that makes children violent. So and look at all these things I've done for the children, like back COSA, which is like, it's already, number one, this is just an aside. I feel like people often forget that Valve invented loot boxes, but they did.
Yes, they did.
Regardless.
Shouts out to Valve.
Shout outs to Valve. It's already really hard to nail people for loot boxes because a lot of the verbiage around what is and isn't gambling is so specific that loot boxes manage to squeak out just by virtue of like how they work. Not as much in New York. However, I was already like, this seems a little performative. And then the end I said, oh, it's performative. That's a shame.
Yeah.
This isn't going to do anything.
It says, in addition, although this case is about illegal gambling, it is important to note that Valve's promotion of games that glorify violence and guns helps fuel the dangerous epidemic of gun violence, particularly among young gamers who can
all
become
those
numbed.
9-year-olds who are
playing Counter-Strike, picking corners and dust too, baby.
Listen,
you know what? I wish there were more kids playing Counter-Strike so I can rank up faster and my elo will be way higher so I can totally fucking moves, man. But that is not the case because you have sweaty 30-year-old men from Russia playing this shit.
That's what you say, Michael. You're getting trounced by 9-year-olds from Russia. They're the ones fucking speed building in Fortnite. They got those young kid reflexes.
You're kind of right.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think that it's like they'll never make the right point, but it's an increasingly hard thing to argue against that is true. Especially if you're going to bring Steam into the equation, because you're now at the point where you can draw an actually straight line from playing Counter-Strike to shooting up a mall that has black people in it because they visit it regularly.
Listen, it does say young gamers who can become numbed to grave violence before their brains are fully developed. It is a funny phrase to appear in this, but I don't know if we can really totally clown
they
on
mean the wrong thing, but they're not wrong.
Yeah.
But they're not wrong. Yeah. I think it's a good way to look at it. So, yeah, that's interesting. What if Gabe gets off his yacht in New York Harbor?
That dude abides by maritime law. He's not getting off.
Yeah, he's not getting off anything.
That's it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that hats in TF2 have changed the world.
Yeah.
I just want to get hats in TF2, man. Well, you fucking thought. Now we're selling gun skins for thousands of dollars and we're getting the New York Attorney General involved. What the fuck? It's it's nuts. I mean, I think when it comes to
you support gun violence? Is that
all right, John, relax. What was I going to say? Fuck.
Sorry.
I think so. I'm not a microtransactions kind of guy. I don't spend a lot of money.
You're kind of a macro transactions kind of guy.
Yeah, I like big transactions, not the small ones.
Transactions,
big ones. I'm not a fan of micro transactions, or I don't find that stuff appealing. That's just how my brain.
Sure.
Works. I don't feel addicted to that idea, or I don't get hooked on that idea.
Sure.
But I did spend a lot of money on Counter-Strike skins because I did play a lot of Counter-Strike, and some of those skins are pretty sick. So there's obviously an appeal to it, but man, I sold all my skins for $80 in total. A smooth $80.
Yeah.
I bought a full price game on Steam, and I continued to play Counter-Strike without those skins. And once I realized that it does not fucking matter, boy, man, I felt free.
Mm-hmm.
I felt free. I do miss that. I had this white and orange mirror's edge themed skin for all my guns. I thought that shit was sick, but that did sell for $60. So that was kind of worth it. So I don't know.
Well, that's the exact argument against loot boxes in this case, though.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't stick in Overwatch, because a skin is of value to players, but it doesn't have any actual value.
Yeah.
Where you spend, what is it, $1.29 on a key to unlock a case, and then you randomly got something that was worth $40 fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And things, because you do not have an addictive personality, your brain did not immediately go, now, if I buy these, how much money can I potentially make off of this? Damn. And then there's also the other little nugget that a lot of the reason that skins and knives are desirable is because they're rare, and Valve decides what is rare. Yeah. And then you also have as someone who enjoys watching competitive Counter-Strike, it's really fun to see. I think it's Furia, which is a team. Whenever they come to the States, they have black tape over their chest, over their jerseys. You're like, what was that? And then you see them somewhere else and you go, oh, they're sponsored by a gambling company and that's illegal here.
Mm-hmm.
A just straight up gambling.
Wowzers.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
It's cool. Counter-Strike does create gambling addiction at an incredible rate.
At an incredible rate.
Damn. I don't know. Am I washed? Man, I just want to be remember back in the day when we played CS 1.5? Can we just go back to that? No.
I don't remember that.
Is it washed to wish that our games did not try to addict us?
I want to go. I want to go back to where I had to meet my bookie at the racetrack to conduct my business.
And he had his green visor on.
Now it's just on phone. It's just on phone.
I watch Peaky Blinders and I'm like, damn, the good old days. Am I right?
Yeah, the good old days. Yeah. Speaking of loot boxes, the UK Advertising Committee issues enforcement notice over loot boxes in mobile games. This is a committee of advertising practice warning publishers to prominently display the presence of loot boxes or, quote, random item purchases on their games' app store pages. And the CAP specifically states that consumers shouldn't be made to scroll too much or expand sections or to use generic terminology like in-app purchases. This is interesting because it does feel like the walls are closing in a way over some of this stuff, but it also feels, I mean, it's a little bit like the Microsoft antitrust thing of just like, well, like that's quaint, but I don't know if it's really going to get the job done. But it is interesting that this stuff keeps popping
There
up.
are meaningful and nice, but really teeny tiny steps being made.
I know. Yeah.
Because everyone knows that it's a problem, but they do make a lot of money.
You make so much money.
Bunch of money.
Boy,
that was
insightful. Counter-Strike skin.
Yeah. Fuck. I should have kept going. 99% of Counter-Strike players quit
before they hit big.
All right.
They can stop whenever they want to.
Dude, this is what I bring to the table, man. Just fucking insightful analysis, dog.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
I know. That's why we invited you on the show after you begged to be on it last week.
All right, relax.
I love how you say beg. Michael said, man, I love listening to Charles' episode. I've been swearing on pods. Can I come on? And John said, yeah, when do you want to be on?
Yeah, when do you want to be on? Next week? Let's do it. And it was like literally a year to the day, which is really fun.
Hell yeah.
So that's right.
We're so happy to have you back. We're so happy to have you back. We're going to talk about Eurogamer getting hit with another.
For the listeners, one Michael Highams webcam has disappeared into the OBS
really
no
weird.
webcam found image.
I don't know what happened. Really, something is. I think Michael might just be up in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, he's not here. So we'll just kind of go ahead and go through.
We'll just go quick. We'll just go through quick.
Once John recovers from his laughing fit.
That was like a legitimate silent laughter, which I don't get that often. Thank you. Eurogamer was hit with another round of staff cuts since joining Ziff Davis. This includes a lot of their most... I'm not laughing at this story. I want to be very clear. This is not a funny story. Some of their most experienced editors in the entire video team, which, boy, oh boy, everyone wanted to pivot to video, and then they're also just getting crushed by this shit, too. One of the latter people in the video team did get transferred to IGN, but outside Xbox, another gamer network brand obtained by Ziff Davis in the same acquisition is also seeing cuts to off-camera staff. That is crazy.
It's crazy because who's made more money than outside Xbox on YouTube.com?
I know.
Nobody.
And they just made like a new channel too, because of course that's what it happens. Because of course that's what it happens always.
I know. This is a quote from the story. According to data supplied by Video Game Chronicle by Press Engine in October, the global pool of game journalists has declined by 25% in the past 2 years, with more than 1,200 journalists who regularly covered video games leaving their positions. That is a really staggering number.
Bad?
And it's really,
and
really
I have no way
bad
to validate or even look at the methodology behind that, but I said, damn, that's crazy. And could be right, frankly, based on vibes alone.
That's really, 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 really crazy. I want to move on. We're going to actually move on to this last piece we have listed here, and then we'll circle back. Jason Schreier also reported
no, it says
John has just noticed that Michael reconnecting.
Michael Higham has updated his status multiple times during this phase for everybody.
He's just reconnecting.
Another great report from Jason Schreier. released today, just while we're recording this.
Welcome back.
Hi, Michael. Did your internet cut out? What happened?
Fucking Comcast, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
a local tornado hovered right over Michael's house.
Right over Daly City.
Bay Area tornado. Oh,
it happens, bro.
So shitty. Jason Schreier did report today that Bluepoint did indeed pitch Bloodborne remake before they were closed. They were fed a familiar Miyazaki quote from Software that he wants to do it.
A Yoshida quote.
But he doesn't have Yoshida quote. Sorry. It is Yoshida quote meant. From Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. Miyazaki wants to do it. He doesn't have the time to do it. And he doesn't want anyone else to do it. So Bluepoint was never going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they were working on, like we reported last week, that they were working on a God of War live service game that entailed apparently Atreus basically going to Hades and then kind of unclear about what he was going to do beyond that point. But he that did not work out. It was canceled in 2025. They started pitching a bunch of stuff, including this Bloodborne remake, as well as a second Shadow of the Colossus remake, which is kind of a
They already did
swing.
it.
They
already
did
PS5.
that. PS5, though.
PS5.
Which is wild. It would have been much funnier for them to remake The Last Guardian on PS5.
But they don't touch Tico's behavior at all.
None.
Or Trico?
None. Trico.
Mike Trico.
I always get confused because Trico's also the Pokemon.
Mike Trico. But they pitched other PlayStation studios on other projects and their franchises. They had no takers. And so they were closed down. Isn't that crazy? They could have just remade like Jack and Daxter.
Well, but here's also my question, John.
Yeah.
You've run businesses before.
Mm-hmm.
I have a business. And I have this giant machine that prints money.
Sure.
And about 10 years ago, it made me a fuckload of money.
Fuck time. Yep.
And then I just figured I'd turn it off. And so it's been off for a while. And these guys that I hire who operate money printing machines, they don't do anything right now because obviously the machine is off. And they were like, hey, boss, so there's this giant money printing machine.
Yep.
And we thought it might be a good idea to turn it back on. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly why I hired you guys. Let's ask the designer of the money printing machine, because I don't totally know how it works. And I mean, I hired you guys afterwards. Let's ask the designer of the money printing machine if we can turn it on. Yeah. And he said no. This guy works for a completely different company. And I did pay him to design the money printing machine for me. And I own the money printing machine. But he said no, John. So should I just not turn it on?
Yeah, you shouldn't, because
it takes electricity.
Because then what'll happen?
Money might come out.
I felt really crazy today watching
That'd be so scary.
It was only the second time, and we won't talk about the first time. It was only the second time this week that Discourse made me insane. This week.
Oh, I like how you say only the second time, which normally I'd be like, "Oh, John, you're so funny," but that is true for you.
That is true for me this time, but yeah, we won't talk about the first time I felt crazy, but this time a lot of people were like, "Well, they took a lot of liberties." Bluepoint did with Demon Souls kind of art design, and like, why the fuck would I want that to happen? And
what does the machine do again?
Well, it does print money, Lotus.
What does the machine do for Sony again?
But just wait a second.
Yeah.
It prints money.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they don't get the artistic license exactly right? Okay. Here's the thing. I am in no position to root for a business. No. I'm really not. But in this case, it's profoundly stupid that they did not just kind of come to a common ground on do you think this shit is not litigated? They could go to Miyazaki and go, we're going to remake this shit. By the way, I don't think they needed his fucking permission to do it.
Yeah, they don't need his permission. There's nothing we have ever seen to indicate that they actually need his permission. They are just being nice and not turning on the money printing machine. If there is some secret clause somewhere that has literally never been mentioned by anyone, I would love to see it. Here's the thing. Number one, the machine prints fucking money, so turn it on.
It prints money.
Number two, I don't care about, the artistic sensibilities of Bloodborne. They would ruin it like they ruined Demon Souls. Because you know what's not stopping them? They could remake it 1-for-1 and literally change nothing.
They can litigate that in the fucking they can negotiate that in the goddamn contract that they don't need to make because they don't need his permission.
Also,
but they could just make it 1-to-1 and it would print money.
Also, to be so clear, the thing that people don't like about Bloodborne is that it's stuck on the PlayStation 4, the thing that Sony owns and paid to put the game on. And it's stuck, quote unquote, like stuck at 30 FPS and often dips far below that and has like really shitty spikes. So you could just make it not do that if you put it on something more powerful, which people have already done. Bloodborne was out for 3 fucking months and people said, I put it on my computer and it runs good now. So I guess I shouldn't turn the money printing machine on is what I'm learning from big business.
They just decided not to turn the money printing machine on.
Hate to see it.
And then they fired a bunch of people about it.
Which is crazy to me. It is fucking crazy to me. They could have just, again, I can't stress this enough. If they didn't like the Bloodborne idea, they could just go remake Jak and Daxter. That's only my idea, because I love that.
They could do the fucking, like for Crash Bandicoot, the Ratchet and Clank Classics collection.
Oh, of course they could.
Whenever.
Yeah.
But they didn't fucking do that.
I also think like this is it's a failure on PlayStation's part because like if you have something and you don't know what to do with it, you give them something to do. You give them some ideas. And it's like, if you if they do something, it's like, oh fuck, like that was kind of an L. Let's put you on something that might be more your speed. I'm not going to kill them. I'm not going to take them out back. What did they do? They took them out back. And it's like, that's such a waste of, God, it's such a waste. And like
everything.
Bluepoint's not the one. Well, people who worked at Bluepoint obviously suffer the consequences, but I don't know. Like, I hope that like this doesn't escape PlayStation ever. Like, I hope that they understand how badly they fucked this up. Because like maybe that God of War game probably was not coming along really well. You cut it off and you move on to something else. Instead, PlayStation said, "Hey, that God of War game didn't work out, so we're actually gonna kill you.
We're gonna just cut bait. We're just gonna cut bait.
You're actually done, and you don't have jobs anymore." So,
we've really been losing faith in your ability to lead your own game. It's almost as if that's not what the studio was, and not why.
That's not what the studio is.
Yeah.
No, like I love that part of this piece, which is just Sony being like, well, we know we bought you for a reason, and we kind of leaned on you to do one specific thing, but we're very disappointed in that you can't do this other thing that we've never asked you to do before.
And it's
just really crazy to me.
The dumbest shit is you're out here making a statement like, damn, they were big contributors to PlayStation's ethos and portfolio, and we hate to see this happen to them. Dog, you're the one who did this to them. What are you
You're holding
about?
the gun still.
Yeah. It's an Eric Andre meme all over again.
Whatever feelings big mega fans have about the Demon Souls remake, like that shit basically created the good launch title vibes people had for PlayStation 5. Like if they didn't have that, I don't know if they had a lot to really.
I don't think they had anything for a while.
They didn't have fucking anything. So it's like I don't know.
Shit.
For some reason, there's something really vile about this specific thing, because it's just like you got them to do all the bullshit that you asked them to do, and they did it pretty well. And then when they asked you to basically just, again, like Lotus said, just turn on the money printing machine, y'all said, I guess Miyazaki, though, he might say no. Oh,
bummer.
He might say he wouldn't like that idea of the thing he doesn't own, as far as we know.
Like, I get it. Like, sure, if he really wants his hand in it, I understand to some extent, but not to fucking let go a whole studio over it. It seems really silly. listen, we also had a Pokemon Direct this week.
Yay!
With a brand new mainline Pokemon mainline series announced, Winds and Waves, that'll be out next year. I am not a Pokemon person.
Go to hell.
So I should just kind of step out of this conversation. But here's what I'll say. The starters look pretty cute.
Oh.
To me.
Brout from Weewa.
Brout, kind of cool.
Brout from Weewa.
He's an angry
birds?
little bird.
That's what I said. I was like, look at this angry bird looking
so much
ass.
like an angry bird.
Yeah, he's an angry bird. It's like capital or lowercase angry bird. But that motherfucker looked like an angry bird. I said the same shit. Look at this fucking Dollar Tree Rowlet over here. Get out of
Literally. We can see your Rowlet right back there too.
He's just a baby. I have like 10 of them motherfuckers
baby.
over here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I have all these.
I see a couple of them.
I could show you all my Widow Rowlets if you want. No, I'm just kidding. I have like 12 of them motherfuckers. I love him so much, but Brout, what a little guy. Yeah. Pokemon's so good at little guys. That's the things.
But then once
they're
going to become bipedal, so don't even.
You think the dog's going to become bipedal?
Absolutely.
Probably,
yeah.
No, not absolutely. A chance.
That's what a lot of people are worried about online.
Well, because people keep joking every time a new game comes out, also specifically for the Fire Starter, and it keeps happening, which just makes it endlessly hilarious. Frankly.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
What do we think about Winds and Waves? Because I have no opinion. Every single time one of these comes out and it looks interesting to me, I start to play it and I go, I fucking hate this.
That might be it.
So I just can't. I'm not going to even pretend.
They're going straight to hell for that suntanned resort gendered Pikachus. I don't. The rest doesn't matter to me. That shit's crazy. I said it on Blue Sky, and I'll say it here. It's crazy that for every tan or dark-skinned character that Pokemon has ever made, their palm is the same color as the back of their hand. But they were certain to make sure that suntan Kuala Lumpur resort Pikachu have light-colored palms, so you can tell that they're not actually dark.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, Pokemon.
Couldn't be caught dead in that bucket. I don't know. There's water.
Sick.
It's like looks like a Balam garden from FF8 in this thing.
Dude, they got Balam garden in the Philippines now. This is crazy.
It's exciting.
What was I gonna say? I'm happy about this. I think it's cool. Because I think it's not because oh shit, this is going to be goated already, but it's more like they have an opportunity to prove that they can break away from the reputation, that being Game Freak and the mainline Pokemons that they have made, Sword and Shield, Scarvi, fine games. I think the end of Scarvi is still some of my favorite shit in games, period. But largely that game was kind of ass in several parts, right? They have an opportunity to make an entire game that is not ass, and you can only go. We have like a 2-minute trailer, so what the fuck do we know? But I think they're giving the impression that they are going big with this. When that last shot
longer than usual.
It'll be at 5-ish years of dev time, which is is the longest they've ever had on one of these.
It's a really long time.
That last shot when they go underwater, I'm like, oh, they're doing a lot of this feels like they're expanding in a way that is beyond what we see from typical Pokemon games. Can they nail it? Is it going to run well? Is it going to be interesting? I think with ZA, they were onto something with battle mechanics, feeling like they were breaking out of what we typically get from Pokemon games. So I don't know what lessons they take from that.
None. They won't.
That's what's up.
I like to think.
Hell yeah.
I like to think that this one they might actually do something that I wish they would do, which is just do doubles. Have every battle be doubles. I don't know if they will. That might feel kind of sacrilege, but I think that would actually kind of go crazy. And it was really delightful because Temtem is all doubles.
Wow, Temtem.
Mm-hmm. Temtem is all doubles.
Temtem is all doubles. So is every single season of competitive Pokemon that anyone cares about ever. Well, since Gen 3 when they introduced double battles, but yeah.
So
it's astonishing that it's never
it would be
been a thing.
making it the default, I think, would be delightful. It's are all of the battles doubles in Coliseum? Am I making that
Yes,
up?
I believe so.
Yes.
I think Coliseum and Stadium, no?
And
I don't know why I know
Not
that, but I think
Stadium.
that's,
Oh, maybe
but
it's
Coliseum, yeah.
the default, like not LAN, but the default, 2-player where you just fight each other in Stadium. I think is all doubles.
But
most battles are double battle format, but there are
in Coliseum
some that aren't. But Coliseum was mostly double, which like for whatever reason I think
it works. I think there's like, I mean, it's a game for kids, and I do actually think that they let that harangue them more than they need to. But I do also think that they have kind of they have made some mechanical decisions about the ways that Arceus and ZA have played, that while I do not think the combat will be as legitimately fun and interesting as it is in those two games, I do think that they will maybe attempt to make some kind of change. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I feel. I think this is the first one where I'm like, okay, the Pokemon game looks good, but
does look good.
The designs of the lizards now kind of feels discordant to the environments in a way. And like, I think there was a lot of pre-rendered stuff in that thing. So like, who knows? But and it might also just look better in motion, but I do wonder if we are not even wonder. I just know that these games would look better if they decided to have an art style as opposed to we are trying to make the games look vaguely realistic. They showed like a
They've
trailer.
never figured out 3D Pokemon.
No, and it's so odd to me because I know they don't make Pokemon Champion. No, what's the Masters EX? Is that the one on the phone?
Something like that.
And there's a scene, like they announced Red was coming. I have literally no idea what that video game is, but they had like Red, but in this like original art style from like the hand drawn 2D animated like art style from Red and Blue. But he was like 3D. And so he was like pencil shaded and animated that way. And I was like, an entire game that looked like that would kind of go sick. I just think that I wish they would pick an art style and then go with it as opposed to just trying to make the games look like video game.
It's also possible that they've kind of pigeonholed themselves into abiding by this sort of art style because there's so much like with Pokemon Home and like bringing other Pokemon like through seasonal stuff. It's like, okay, well, we're just going to pull the character model from previous shits and throw them into this game. And that I think the pipeline changes when you change the art style with that sort of stuff, which I don't know.
And there's so many fucking lizards now, right? So like, I do actually think that like, if you have to like redo, well, it's so funny. All of these things are like reasonable considerations to have to make if this was not the most valuable intellectual property on the entire planet.
Yes.
So like, like literally any other studio, you could be like, yeah, no, for sure, because then they'd have to do the work. But they could just pay more people to do the work. Mm-hmm. So,
and it's also like Sword and Shield is where I fell off because that game was dog shit. And the big drama in Confirm with Sword and Shield was Dexit, which is still a funny name, where they said, hey, not all the lizards are going to be in it this time. And everyone said, it's the fucking slogan is gotta catch them all. What are you talking about? And as someone for whom my favorite gen is Gen 3, I said, man, they really screwed the pooch on that one, huh? Because in Gen 3, they said, oh, all the lizards aren't here. Gen 1 and 2, you go back and forth between Kanto and Johto, so all the lizards have to be there. And then they said, Gen 3, all the lizards aren't here, you're somewhere else. And then they immediately said, well, Gen 4, no. And also, I think Emerald even. No, all the lizards are here. So sorry. All the lizards are here.
Upus.
They could have just at the time made the decision that was not going to be a thing. And again with 5, because they did the entire thing with the national decks because you're in America now. And then they said, don't worry, Just finish the game and all the lizards are there.
All the lizards show
They
up.
had a million opportunities to establish that sometimes the lizards aren't there because the lizards are from a different fucking continent.
Yeah.
And then they got to 8 and said, we literally cannot fit the lizards on this device. And everyone said, but you're going to.
They said,
or I'll kill you.
Do you know?
Give us the fucking lizards.
All right. Do y'all know how many total lizards there are?
There's like 11 something.
It's 11 something.
I'm gonna say 1192 or 1132. I want to say it's like in the 1100s.
1025. 1025 unique lizards.
This will bring them to 11.
It'll bring them to 11 for sure. If they have at least, well, they usually do like around 100 something per gen.
It's 100.
Oh,
they used to. No? It's usually just below because also
like 80s.
Yeah, I mean, Sword and Shield was disappointing because they only, and it's Pokemon, so I can say only 82, I think, is the number.
Yeah.
But then also, like, Sword and Shield had the thing where half of the game you spend with Charizard, Pikachu, and Eevee.
Yeah.
And it's like, so these aren't new lizards.
Yeah. These are old lizards that we were.
So what do you pick all these new lizards for?
Yeah.
So they could not hit 1100, but they probably will, especially if they do bullshit with regional.
I think they have a lot of writing on this. They'll have at least 100 lizards.
I agree. Like, I don't know why I believe and agree with you, Michael, but I do. Something in the air feels different to me about this one.
Is there Switch 2 Premier?
We gotta get this shit.
Yeah,
correct.
Obviously,
or at least attempt to get
for
this
me.
shit
I just feel
correct.
like I feel like they'll have a lot of Kanto and Johto lizards.
So
I feel like they have a lot of Gen 1 through 4 lizards, like as the main kind of guys that you're seeing.
I feel
like they'll do Sword and Shield.
No, I think there are so
in terms
many,
of the ratio.
I think because it's Ocean, I think there is going to be so much Hoenn in this game, like so much Gen 3 in this game because Ocean that.
And we'll see if they figured out how to make that fun.
Yeah, we'll see. But like, I don't know. I'm excited about it. 2027 is interesting because it is very much clearly they had the conversation where they were like, okay, it's not coming out this year. And no one put the gun up to their heads and said, it's coming out this year. They said, no, it's coming out next year. And everyone said, you got it, champ. And like 2027 to me in my bones means Q1 2027. I can't see this game being like a fall release in next year.
Yeah.
Like that feels crazy.
Because you wouldn't show it now.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I think
we get Marmio. We get Marmio at the end of this year, and we get Pokemon.
Why do you think there's a Mario? They just put a game out.
Who the fuck is Marmio?
Nikki Grayson, you think right now on this show they will take 10 years between Mario releases?
Mario.
They made Donkey Kong.
Releases?
They did Donkey Kong.
I understand. No. I understand. No, it doesn't. Oh, whoa.
I put big quotations.
You really ticked off the old man.
Lotus, that really doesn't count for a Mario game.
I think they think
that's a good game.
I think they think it counts.
That's the problem.
No way you think that they think that counts. No way do they think that counts.
I don't know.
10 years?
I think there's a world.
Is crazy though, John. Yeah.
That's a long fucking time.
It's a long time, and I think that's what they're gonna do.
No way.
I actually think that if we do not hear about this video game on March 10th, that it is not coming.
You think there's not a 3D Mario coming?
No,
I want you to stare down. No. Look down the barrel of your camera and say that. Go ahead.
If they do not announce a brand new 3D Super Mario game on March 10th, it's not coming until 2027.
Do you
understand?
I just don't believe it. What the fuck are they going to put at the end of this year? What is
nothing? And I think that's actually the problem that they have.
They're
going
to put
releasing a mainline Pokemon in November is also strange to me.
Some studio within their organization has had a fucking 3D Mario in the can for the past 18 months, and they're releasing it at the end of this year. I just like this is exactly what they did with Donkey Kong. They had it loaded 2 years ago and they released it like 6 months ago or whatever. That's what they did.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm like, because I think to Nikki's point, if they don't announce it on Mario Day, you don't think that is like
when
a sign?
When
they have been,
do you think they'll just drop it at the end of the year?
They have been front loading the fuck out of the Mario movie stuff ahead of that day. Okay. They have been front loading the fuck out of shit that no one cares about.
When does the movie comes out on?
It's like the summer,
April?
right?
No. The movie is
the spring.
Very soon.
Yeah, it's soon. It's soon because it's trash. So it's just
the
like
post-credit scene will announce the new Mario game. Dog, think about it.
No, there's just
April 1st.
Like I'm not even doing the thing where I'm like, oh God, I hope they like. There's just like from a business case perspective, there's nothing coming out at the end of this year, and that has to be it.
If it's not, I just looked. The movie comes out on the 1st of April.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually do not think that they would want to announce the Mario game before the motion
because that'll
picture.
cause people to not want to go see the movie.
Well, yeah, because he talks in one of them and he doesn't in the other one. So,
yeah, sure.
You know, so
whatever.
What I actually do think is that they will want them. I think they will want the versions of Mario to be separate, which means then that you then wait until June.
Maybe
they do it, which is totally fine.
5 months.
They do it.
You wait till June. You wait until mid to late June, whenever they do the direct after Jeff's bullshit, and then they do it. There's what comes out at the end of the year if it's not a Mario game.
We've already both said nothing, John.
It's not, which is crazy because they're just gonna take the winter off.
Yeah, Sony and Xbox are really nipping at their heels. They can't relax for a second.
No, but like that's my point is that like, they've never given a shit about this. They're always going to get a big game out of it.
Yoshi and the Mysterious
Book. They're always going to do that.
Oh,
yeah, Yoshi game. That's going to be
That's why I'm surprised about.
It's not going to be Star Fox because Miyamoto fucking hates Star Fox for some reason.
No, I think that's why I'm surprised about Pokemon not being this year.
Fucking Fire Emblem, John. What are you talking about?
No, I actually do think that they will try to be.
That's mean.
No, I think they will try to do. I think they're going to try to put Fire Emblem over like crazy for their game this fall. I think there was a world where they were like Pokemon and Fire Emblem is actually enough. And I think Game Freak was like, can we have some more time? And instead, like looking back at the reception of Scarlet and Violet, I think they actually made the decision to say, yes, you can push it. And they said it'll be a little lean.
And you just think it'll be 10 years before they release a Mario game. I just want to go back to that point.
I think so.
Cool.
I don't think they need to release another one.
You just
until they have
1 and 2.
And I actually think, Michael, that like that is part of their logic. Like I think that they are like people aren't. We just put the Donkey Kong game out. People aren't necessarily clamoring for a 3D Mario game like that.
They are,
except John Warren.
They are,
except John.
They are.
But like
they are.
I don't know.
Does Bowser's Fury not count? Didn't that come out more?
I count Bowser's Fury.
That was
but John doesn't count Bowser's
No one
Fury.
on the planet considers
Bowser's Fury was sick though.
Which
that game's
really it was great, but it came out 5 years ago.
Fuck.
So that was February 2020.
Think about it though. They dropped the shit in October 2027. Hey, 10-year anniversary of Odyssey, baby. Got Odyssey 2. Think about it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sick?
I would not be surprised if there is not a Mario game this year, but also it would make sense if there was one.
Do you think they'll put out one of the like fake ones?
That's a great. That's a great hedge.
Thanks.
Okay.
The fake ones. It's going to be
pick a side.
Really standing by your word, hon.
New Super Mario Bros. All of them ! Switch. One of the fucking fake bullshit Marios they put out all the time.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. I don't know.
They're so wrong.
I don't really care.
They're so wrong. Just loudly wrong.
I do care about Fire Emblem though. I think that shit is going to be popping.
And I also think that Nintendo thinks that Fire Emblem can be really big.
Well, it's got to be a Three Houses and not the other bullshit they did.
It is closer to.
It's got to be a Three House.
It's his follow up to that. Shit! 4 houses.
Houses.
Can't believe I bought 3 houses back in.
Can I talk about my video games and then go? Because I have a headache that is making me feel crazy.
Take Marathon.
Yeah,
y'all play Marathon, huh?
Marathon. We did not play it together, but we should, Michael.
Dog. Marathon.
I think I wish this video game was something else. I've said this 1,000,001 times. It is not that I do not. I think there is something here. Like, I actually do think there is something here.
And
I just know it would. That thing is
called Apex Legends. Every second, because I watched some people play it because it's too big. I'm not downloading that shit. And I was like, man. Seasons 1 through 4 of Apex, that first year of Apex was so fucking crazy. And then I saw that this was mostly a PvE game, and it is some of the worst. I've watched a lot of Twitch.tv. I used to watch my friends play Escape from Tarkov. Some of the worst Twitch viewing I've ever had. It is one of the most boring spectator games I've ever seen.
Because they suck.
Well, there's nothing to shoot. There's no expression of skill.
And I think I think there is something happening. I think there's something happening in the conversation around this game where there are two completely different interpretations on how this game is supposed to be played and how it happens in practice. And I think because of the delay, I think that this game has two heads and neither of them really know what they want to be doing. But when either one of them gets to drive the car, they are good separately. But when both of them are trying to drive at the same time, which is unfortunately, I think most of the time, it's making me wish I was playing the game was completely different.
What are those heads that you're talking about?
I think it is the PvP against the like environmental exploration stuff.
Okay.
Because the PvP stuff is good. When you are doing it, it is good. When you are exploring this like world that they have crafted and looking for stuff, that part also feels good. But
they are in conflict with each other.
They are in conflict with yes, and the push-pull of it doesn't. Like the payoff never feels worth it to me. Like, and this might just be because I haven't played enough and I don't have enough valuable stuff that I give a shit enough about to move into these spaces with. But I am playing the game, and I'm like, I wish Sony just let them make a 12-hour long campaign.
Yeah.
In this, and like let them design combat arenas, let them design like combat encounters, and let you get invaded like in a Dark Souls. But like otherwise, this is primarily a single player experience. I think this game would be so much better because to Lotus, your point, you do get into situations where you're in these maps for a while, and it can be a while before you see anybody or do anything.
Yeah.
And then there are other rounds where you get in and then you got kind of immediately, and it doesn't feel even. I would love to hear what you have to say about it, Michael. I think legitimately I just need to play. I need to play more of it, but it right now is making me feel like it feels like it is a game that was something else for a very long time, and then they asked them to go try again, and then now they've threaded the needle
or tried to,
and I don't know how.
And not to step in front because I want you to talk about it, Michael, but like I think all the collateral around this game seems interested in being something else. Like all of the really interesting trailer work and all the interesting aesthetic stuff. Like I think all the marketing collateral of this game suggests, I think, a really interesting world here that you're actually never really going to pay off in any meaningful way.
The change from the version of the game that we played before they delayed it to now. And I think what they would say about the change in pacing is that it is more exploration focused right now because you are supposed to engage with the world.
Okay.
In the way that they are trying to tell you a story like this.
Okay.
Is what I would bet.
So they have improved on that aspect. They have improved on that aspect.
I think I need to play more to be able to.
Okay. Got it. Sorry, Michael. Sorry.
No, I think. Well, I think Nikki's evaluation is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Because like booting, you boot this game up. You go in the server slam.
And it's the coolest shit you've ever seen.
It's the coolest fucking shit you have seen in a video game in so long. Not just aesthetically, but thematically. Just this like surrealist sci-fi futurist shit that is just, it is a visual kind of like masterpiece. The first, like even the intro mission. And then Nikki, your point about like, imagine if this was like a 12-hour campaign. That was like my immediate thought. I was playing this on Discord with the homies, and we were doing that intro mission at the same time. And we're like, damn, I kind of wish this was a campaign because the setup is so fucking cool. The idea of all these warring factions out in space and like 1,000 years from now, and combined with the aesthetic and this like that storytelling style with the sort of with the cutscenes that they make with the shit, it's so fucking sick, dude. This is like, ooh, this is exactly what I've wanted, and it has the Bungie shit that you want. Like the guns are so like, fucking
the pieces are there. The guns feel like nobody has not said this about a video game that Bungie has released. The guns in the video game feel unbelievably good.
Yeah.
And like locomotion in the game feels really good. There, like, I will say the whatever character, the tutorial guy, I don't know what his ult does.
I don't know. I don't.
Some of the tutorialization, and I think it is because the game's like, this is not what it is supposed to be. But I do think some of the tutorialization is rough. But it literally might not just be in this build. But the game's not far away, so
it comes out next week.
Yeah, no. So like, I don't know.
You're kind of playing a final-ish version of it.
Like I don't know if there's a lot to change.
Yeah, but playing through that intro and then playing like some of the early stuff, it's just like, wow, imagine if this was like, even if it was like a co-op thing, or as you were saying, like something that has some kind of asymmetric or asynchronous multiplayer to it. That would be sick. But that's not what we have. And so I think what I'll say is that between the alpha that we had and where we are at now, I think the language of an extraction shooter has been a lot more, it's become a little bit more householdy. Like people understand what an extraction shooter is now, more so than they did this time last year. And I think that's
because of Arc Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
More people are open to the idea of it. Like you still have to explain the core tenets of an extraction shooter, but they're not foreign to a lot of the people you're trying to target now that Arc Raiders kind of broke containment. And so when I came into Marathon, like, oh, okay, I get it now. I get what the cadence is of this kind of game. And so I give it that. And I do think that the PvP and the exploration are at odds with each other, because sometimes we queue into a match and we're like, it depends on the contract you attach to. I have contracts are the way you make progress in this game. It's like, it's just objectives. But every time you complete a contract, you get a bit of story along with it. And so some of the contracts are like, yo, kill 5 motherfuckers, like real motherfuckers. And it's like, okay, cool. Now we're on the hunt. We're trying to like find players. We're out for blood. And there are other ones where it's like, activate this relay over here and over there on this map or whatever. And then, but it's like, I enjoy that you kind of don't know what you're getting yourself into in a moment to moment. And at least so far, I don't feel frustrated by the fact that like, oh, I need to do this for the contract, but I can't because I keep running into people. Like, I haven't encountered that so far. And I think that is a possibility as this game goes on. And as the contracts probably get more complex and more intricate, the objectives start to vary a little bit more. I think you might run into that, but I haven't seen that yet. So I do think that there is some sort of conflict between these two ideas, but it hasn't soured my experience so far. Granted, I played about like maybe 10 hours total of this game. But I just, between the aesthetic and the storytelling that it has in contracts and the gunplay, I really like what I'm playing so far. And there's also a thing about like ammo scarcity that has become not a problem, but it is a challenge that is integral to this game.
It is a hard video game, and I do think that there is something kind of cool about that.
Me too. Yeah.
It seems unafraid of that.
Yeah,
the onus is on you to figure that shit out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I do think there is a version of me in the past that I don't think would have had the patience for it, and now I think I might.
Same.
But yeah, I'm gonna play more. I just am like, wow, they fucked up. Like, not Bungie. I don't think Bungie fucked up. I just think Sony like led them down such a bad path on this with direction, like on what this game needed to look like, because you don't buy Bungie and then make a thing they've never made before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's too far off from what they've made before.
For sure. I don't think so either, but I would have liked to have seen what that team could have done off of the back of the learnings of Destiny, and not have them make an extraction shooter, which I already, like, part of my issue with the genre is that it is by necessity it's a narrow genre. Like the amount of people who are going to stick to this are it's like such a smaller number than the number of people who would look at this video game and be like, this looks cool as hell. And then they're like, what kind of game is it? And then someone explains that you can die and lose all of your shit and you can never get it back. And then they're going to be like, why would I play that? Literally, why would I want to do that? Which is like, I think maybe the appetite for it has changed because of our creators, but I still do think that a single player or like co-op experience from the people who brought you the video game Halo
would be sick.
Would go crazy.
It's like already, like you boot this game up and the lore that they give you up front.
Off the rip is nuts.
Like
they have built such. They made a Bungie game, and I think there are a lot of people who felt like they lost the touch in Destiny 2, and I think it's because they were trying to tell a story for too fucking long. That's just what happens when your video game
they literally said like, this is the end of the story, and Sony's like,
you thought
it's not though.
I think you got another 24 months in you, right? It's like, no, we told you we didn't have anything left. It's
the
like,
final
you got more. Right.
What shape is there left?
How many shapes can y'all still make up in this?
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think Michael, you didn't say this, but something that you're hinting around this is like, you do have to at a certain point play the video game that is in front of you as opposed to the video game that is in your mind.
Yeah.
So I think I need to maybe put that in a box and try to appreciate the thing that is in front of me, because there are parts of it that I do really like. I'm melting. I'm gonna go really quick. Vampire Crawlers is the Vampire Survivors dungeon crawler game. It's a deck builder. That's good. Now, what I will say
it's really good.
It's really fucking good. What I can't tell though, John, is it good because it sounds like a slot machine, or is it good because the video game is
Well, I have an answer about that for Vampire Survivors that I could give you.
Because
I think what's nuts, Nikki, is that like, because it is turn-based and because it has this more like deliberate pace, I have to be honest, it does feel like sitting at a slot machine.
It is. This game is so much more slot machine than the last one was.
It is,
and also I also mean this from like a UI UX design perspective, because at a slot machine, there's a bunch of shit on the screen, but you actually only really need to be paying attention to about a third of it,
like a couple things.
And like in Vampire Survivors, you kind of do have to pay attention to the whole screen. Obviously, the locus of your focus is in the middle, but like you need to pay attention to the rest of this stuff. There's literally a window in this video game where the video game happens. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
We are aware of it. We're aware.
We're all aware that Uncle used to make slot machine games.
Yes,
and then he made Vampire Survivors. He said, let me make a slot machine game.
Let me make a slot machine. It's just that this one does not have... The artifice is gone. Like there is no there's no artifice around it. And listen, just like the slot machine, I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time. I'm not pumping quarters into this thing. I'm just sitting here and playing this free fucking Steam Next Fest demo, and it's like
now everyone finally understand why I can't play Balatro.
Yeah, no, that's
real. Let's real.
Here's what I will say. I am better at this than I am at Balatro. I think part of I was really hooked on Balatro, but then I got to the point where my brain literally couldn't, I could not do the math required to play that game well.
Like I got to the point where I was looking at all the people who were like quote unquote good at it, and I was like,
you're playing a different game.
Cross that, and I'm good. Like,
and I was done. This game could become a problem for me, but as of now, it has not presented itself as one. But we'll see. And then Titanium Court is a game that Lotus talked about a couple weeks ago.
An amount of time.
No one's quite sure. Just a cool fucking thing. I don't think I have anything new to say about it other than I texted Lotus. I was like, I love it when one video game is 8 video games. Yeah. I said I love it when video games are 8 video games because each layer you kind of peel back is like, I was under the impression that they were going to kind of be more shallow than they were. And then there were systems upon systems upon systems, the deeper you get into it. So yeah, and I think the music is delightful. I think it's quirky. Like I'm really having
weird trailer release for it this week, which was wild.
It's in Next Fest, so you can go scoop that and Vampire Crawlers. And I must depart. I'm very sorry.
Go Mel.
Bye.
Go Mel. Fare thee well.
Take some leaves.
Hit me up if you play Marathon.
I will. If I press leave, what does that do? I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay. I forgot. I'm just gonna do this.
Well, okay, sure. Well,
and just mute your mic, and then it'll.
Yeah,
then the recording will technically still be going for Nikki, right?
Recording will technically still be. I'm so confused about what's going to happen.
No, it's just going to
find out.
Silent.
I think that's true.
The video version is going to be fine. Nikki, we were small.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, Michael, we've got one thing for you to talk about. That is Cicada Mata.
Cicada Mata, these nuts. No.
You wrote it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna play Marathon though. That shit's fucking sick. I was gonna say something.
We can talk about that more.
I was just gonna say one more thing, and I just fucking forgot what it was.
Okay, well, I have one more thing to say about Marathon, so maybe you'll remember it while
please,
because I just wanted to specify when I talk about it being a boring spectator experience, a game can and many times should be kind of boring and kind of slow and kind of hard and require you to be meticulous. I don't think that this game made by this company for this parent company can be a boring stream game. I don't think that Marathon can be boring on stream because it is a meta progression, live service, multiplayer joint.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I get what you're saying. And I think that is a consequence of it wanting to be this storytelling device. It wants to use the extraction shooter as a storytelling method, which I think is interesting, and I think it's possible.
We're going to have a lot of ARGs pulling some weight here.
Yeah, but it does come in conflict with the viewer experience if that is one of your priorities, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the thing I was going to say was that, and I totally forgot it again. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Fuck, dude. It was going to be about like something with Marathon's storytelling. I was going to say like there are a lot of questions. There are valid questions, a lot of which we have brought up here about like the sustainability of Marathon. It's how is it going to wedge itself to have a broader audience with this kind of game? And so that is, I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that's going to be an uphill battle for them. But I also see it as an opportunity. Now I'm going to put my businessman hat on. You have an Don't think of this as a challenge. Think of this as an opportunity. But what I mean by that is that they can do something that other games of this ilk have not done. I think they have an opportunity to wedge in enough interesting storytelling through an elongated sort of season structure that, it's other games that have done like seasons and shit, they're not really focused on telling stories, whatever. They have lore in the background. They have like character backgrounds and all this shit. And I really like what Apex did with their characters to a certain point. Like what Overwatch did with their characters to a certain point. But I think that because they are embedding their storytelling and their lore in the actual experience of playing in the game, I think they have an opportunity to like retain players in a way that other games have not been able to. But that banks on what they do with these contracts and what they do when you go into a match.
Yeah.
So I think they've created a pretty cool foundation. And I think they are one of the few, if not the developer that I think can pull it off. So that's why I'm like, now that I've played a good chunk of this game, now I'm like, oh shit, I want to start peeling back the layers. I actually want to watch these different cutscenes, do these different contracts, because the bits that I have been getting out of it are very interesting. Can that evolve into something bigger? Like if I do, because they've broken up into factions. You do the contracts for the factions and you get more lore and more storytelling about that faction. So far, it's been fantastic across the board. But how does it build up to anything? Or is it just more, but does it just keep being more bullshit?
Is it just lore?
Yeah, is it just more lore? Does it actually build to something? Does it evolve? Does it reach a climax for a season where it's like, fuck, this shit just happened with these factions? And then that's a challenge when you have a seasonal game where you want to retain players and you want to bring them back if they haven't played in like whatever amount of time. So I think there's a lot of factors that are going against them.
Yeah.
But there is a version of this game that can be really fucking cool in a way that no other game of this in this space has even done.
Do they get more time to figure this out than the average?
They have to. They have to. Sony bought Bungie for a lot of fucking money.
I get it. Like I that makes sense to me, but I'm just kind of like I'm sitting here with the rest.
There's also what else do they have now?
Yeah,
I think if they had other stuff, it'd be like, no, if it fails, it fucking fails. But they have nothing.
They have nothing going on right now.
Almost every fucking Sony backed live service, quote unquote live service game has fucking fell flat on its face. Marathon is the one thing that they have that is of a great quality off the bat. They have to invest in this one. Fair Games is never going to come out. Fair Games is never
going to come out. I agree with that. But I do think it's funny that the Horizon Hunters Gathering closed beta is also happening during the fucking marathon.
Why did they do that?
They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that.
They don't have to do that.
No one's making you do this. No one's making you say this. What the hell is wrong with you?
You could have just waited literally one weekend. That's all you had to do is wait until the next weekend.
Marathon drops next week. It's going to be March, and then their end game content comes towards the end of March or in a couple weeks after the release. Let Marathon have a month. Just let people have a month to play your game that you have invested so much fucking money in, and then
I just don't
you have this Horizon thing. Yeah, let's do a free to play test after that. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's frustrating. It's like, dude, I'm on online. I talk about Xbox all the time, but Sony ain't no fucking better, man.
No, I mean they have no idea.
Different
flavor of stupid.
Really different? No, really different flavor of stupid. But still stupid as fuck.
But still stupid. Still really fucking stupid.
But anyway.
Steam Next Facts though, Cicada Mania.
Cicada Mania.
So I've been
Kaleidoscope.
This is one of the Steam Next Fests where I've like actually invested a lot of effort into seeking things out. So I have like 10 different games downloaded. I've only tried about 3 of them. Cicada Mada so far is the one that sticks out. And I like it a lot. It feels like Neon White, where it's like a speed run shooter with that minimalist aesthetic. Or it has like
I'm waiting for you to say the other game that this reminds me of.
Ooh. Okay, so Neon White and Super Hot? No.
A little bit. It's got a little bit.
Aesthetically. Ultra Kill.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
That would be my PR copy.
This is a Jumping Flash for the PlayStation 1. Very much so in a lot of. I don't care. And I don't think it's an accident. because it does say, follow the white rabbit, hop, skip, and jump to become one with Juyus until you are no longer you. That is the tagline of this game. This has got some jumping flash DNA in it.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, Skatemata is pretty sick.
Which I'm very excited about.
Yeah. It's very focused.
But it's a shooter.
It's a shooter. It's focused on movement, momentum, speed running levels. Like you get distinct levels, and then it's like you have shoot these things, jump through these hoops. And it's one of these, I think it's really funny. Everything I've played so far in Steam Next Fest has been like PS1 aesthetic with the drum and bass. That is
it's almost as if
that's the new.
I'm sick of the music. It's been a thing for a minute, like really in indie.
Okay.
And I'm like, if I have to hear one more fucking 1.75x Amen break, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. I'm so fucking sick of it. Because there's a lot of good D&B, but a lot of it also sounds exactly the same. I can't speak to Cicada about it. I'm just saying in general, it's a thing that I'm over.
I also played something called Boost Vector EX, which I did not like at all. But it is also of that where it's like lo-fi visuals with drum and bass track to it. It's visually, it's cool. It's cool, but like gameplay wise, like that, I do not want to play that anymore than I have to. But Skatemata, peep it. I think I like it quite a bit.
Michael says, "Fuck Boost Vector.
Boost Vector
EX."
We'll see what happens.
That's like a running racer with some.
Yeah, it's like what if Wipeout, but on your feet.
But on your feet, sure.
So like Pepsi Man.
Pepsi, Peepus Man.
Peepus Man.
Hey, not to, listen, try this out. It's on Steam Next Fest, but I do kind of see why you may not love it.
It's like when you actually play the game, it's pretty unintelligible.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was going to say. It seems a little difficult to parse what's happening. But yeah, Steam Next Fest is going on now, and it will end on Monday if you're listening to this on Saturday when we post it for Hive members, or Sunday morning when we post it for everyone else. You only have a little bit of time, but you could go to Steam Next Fest now and download a bunch of stuff. I've also grabbed a couple things
hot tip.
Microwave. Yeah, hot tip.
Hot tip from a long time Steam Next Fest had. If you want to download all the demos you want on Sunday night and then turn your Steam completely offline, close it completely, and then reopen it, they can't stop you from playing them anymore.
Can't stop you. Can't stop you. I've still got a couple to try out. Outbound is one I want to try out, and Microwave Simulator is one I want to try out. And these are on my list, and there are a lot of really good-looking games that you can play right now for free in demo mode. And Lotus's tip is very smart if you want to do that. So you should do that. Folks, let's move on to Hive questions. We're going to answer a couple of Hive questions. If you go to vgbs.com/join, you can join the Hive. And if you join the Hive, you can go to the Discord, discord.gg/VGPs. And you can go to the Hive category and to the Hive questions channel. We will answer questions for you. Our first question comes from Harkavian. What's the best/least worst hospital food you've ever eaten?
Worst hospital food? When I was recovering from a leg thing, and they had pot roast, and boy, that shit was ass.
Michael, mine is also pot roast from when I was in the hospital. Why do they make
pot roast for hospital people?
I don't know. It was fucking disgusting. It was horrible.
You could do anything.
It was dry. It was unseasoned. It was terrible.
Why'd you do this to us, man?
That's also my worst.
Word on the street is we're only supposed to have red meat once a week. Don't subject
Why would
me
you serve it to us in the hospital?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend my 1 credit on this.
No, absolutely not. Crazy.
Give me anything, man.
Anything.
Best? I don't know. Whatever ice cream they had, it's fine.
Best?
They should serve alcohol at hospitals.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Come on. I mean, really,
just
though,
an idea.
Like that's what I needed more than anything. I'm on that morphine drip. You give me a little bit of
right. I was on some crazy painkillers, so I probably shouldn't have.
I drifted to the great unknown. Drifted to the unknown at 3 a.m. night courts on TV. It was like do.
Dude, I remember when I was recovering from heart surgery, and I was when I was with y'all at Fanbite. I was like slacking Paul Tamayo, and I was like, dog, I'm watching F1 at the hospital. It's just crazy.
At the hospital.
And then I got into F1. I was like, dude, if I was faded watching F1 in the hospital, that shit would have been sick, dude.
So sick. So sick. Don't do morphine, folks.
Not recreational at least.
No. I had a button once, and I hit the limit on the button, and they're like,
relax,
hey,
my guy.
They were like, hey, Mr. Warren. And I was like, what? They're like, you're not supposed to we don't give you that as like a fun diversion. And I was just like, oh, anyway.
Got in trouble.
I can't take pills, everyone. Is the era of sad dad games behind us, asks Jason. If so, what is next?
It doesn't seem like it is.
It doesn't seem like it's behind us, no. It feels like it's waning, maybe, but it does not seem behind us to me.
Maybe Traumatized Young Boy is the new one.
What did he mean by that?
I don't know. I was thinking of
I'm just fucking with you.
I was thinking of the God of War 2D game where it's like, okay, we had Sad Dad game. That's God of War Ragnarok. Then we have the 2D bullshit, and it's like, okay, what Kratos was actually a traumatized boy before he became a sad dad.
Sure, right.
We're gonna get okay. Don't give this to them. But if Naughty Dog made a Last of Us prequel where he shows Joel as a traumatized young boy, I don't want that shit. Don't give it to me, please. Don't do that.
It's the natural. I would even say it's not different. It's the natural precursor to sad dad, as you say. This is why he's so sad. This is why he's so abusive and sad. Yeah. Because he was abused. The cycle of abuse. That's what Druckmann was trying to tell us.
You know what I'm saying? Big brain shit, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Not in a good way. I feel, and I complain about all the time, and I think it's apt with Marathon, is sad dad games are on the way out. And it seems like the new thing is lore.
Just lore.
Just the concept of lore, completely meaningless details that are given to you en masse that are designed to be interesting as factoids and ignored.
Yeah.
Chad Jippity. Oh, isn't this a fun idea? Yeah, it is, Chad. And then that's it.
Then that's the end of it. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, not to keep talking about Marathon, but it's also like what they're doing so far is really cool, but what are you going to do with it? Like, yeah, like I said, like where is this going to lead? It can't just be lore for the sake of lore, and you're going to start shooting motherfuckers again because that's what you do in the game.
Right.
Man, sad dads. I don't know. Sad dads on the way out. I'll say, no, we got farming sims. I think Twee bullshit needs to be out. Also, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I listened to one of the VGB's episodes where Lotus was talking about Twee bullshit. I have not gotten that phrase out of my brain ever since I heard it. Because
the thing is, I say in my personal life, I say Twee bullshit so much. I have quite literally zero clue what you could be talking about. It could be anything. Yeah, you could pull up any episode and be like, yeah, I'm sure I said that.
Yeah. But I previewed a game called People of Note, and it's a turn-based RPG.
Michael, I could strangle you right now. I would just like to say as a certified homosexual, if you're going to make a musical, the music has to be fucking good. It can't be twee bullshit that is a bad version of what Lin-Manuel does, because he can make good songs, but he doesn't always. Sure. And now you can speak. I'm sorry. Every time I see a commercial for it, I get mad.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like the music is fine. I think what they do with the music is it's interesting at times. But it's like these storytelling devices where like the way characters act, the way they're written. It also like, sorry, but like I also vaguely use millennial slop as a thing too. It's like,
yeah,
it's kind of like it's the doggo millennial shit.
Yeah. Can you pet the doggo sad popper, etc.
And I'm like, I can't. My tolerance for it is very, very low. So. Oftentimes you see a lot of these things in confluence. You see the doggo millennial shit, you see the twee bullshit, and just like that together, it's like, ooh man, like come on, like I think twee bullshit is on the rise. It's been prevalent for sure, but I think you're going to see more and more.
I think so too. I think that's a good read.
But ever since I heard Lotus say it, I'm like, dude, that is. I was writing my preview for that, and the game is cool. It has good ideas, and I think it can be something interesting. But I was struggling.
But if you're allergic to the tone,
yes, it's just like you can't really escape it. And I was like, because I can't write twee bullshit on IGN.com, so I was asking like my friends, and I was like, how else do I frame this? I can't break away. I kept hearing Lotus in my head saying twee bullshit. And I'm like, I don't know how else to define it.
I like twee nonsense. That's maybe slightly harsher in a different way, but it's close enough usually.
But it's like that. I hate to say it's adjacent to that. And I was like,
oh yeah, for sure. Like it's a very particular style of quippiness and like characters being reduced to very individual traits, which is fine in some stuff, but then in something like People of Note, which I haven't played, I only have a surface level knowledge of it. But that, in the context of twee bullshit, is like, you're often trying to sell me a somewhat emotional core to the story, and you're trying to sell me characters, and the characters are like, I want to be somebody. And I'm like, okay, well,
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, but anyway. What else?
Bullshit.
So
yeah.
I don't really have a good answer for what's next, but I still don't even think the Sad Dad games are totally behind us.
Not quite.
What's your favorite starter of all time in Pokemon? Asks Blackjack.
All time is actually tough.
Yeah.
We got Michael's answer.
My precious
so
baby.
Cute. Rowlet's such a good choice.
My precious baby Rowlet. I love him so much. Dude, I cried watching Rowlet highlights from the Sun and Moon anime. I don't give a fuck, dude. This shit gets me mad emotional. Like, okay. So like I have had like 100% hit rate when I meet someone new, or if I'm trying to explain myself, or like they're getting to know me or whatever. And then I'm talking about like Pokemon with them, or whatever the case might be. Oh, what's your favorite Pokemon? I talk about Rowlet, and I'm just like, and I get into this. I lock in. I get into the zone where I'm talking about Rowlet's character arc in the Sun and Moon anime. It is so emotional. I'm on the verge of tears talking about it. Like Ash's Rowlet is.
You get on that Infernape?
No. Just
watch that compilation. Okay. Not necessarily Infernape, but Ash's Infernape in the anime.
Okay. All right.
Something.
Hell yeah.
That's something.
They're cooking with some shit, but like
they're cooking with some shit with their Infernape.
Yeah.
And that bastard Paul.
Who the fuck is Paul?
Paul's the rival.
That bastard Paul.
That's what's so fun about Pokemon is you're like, that fucking cunt Gary. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, Gary's a real piece of work, isn't he?
Yeah. Anyways, you have a 100% hit rate.
Yeah. When I tell my stories about Rowlet, like, like his egg hatched. He was with a bunch of PB and what's the other one? Trumbeaks, and he was born. He was basically adopted, and he didn't really fit in. And Rowlet's kind of a dumbass too. And like the whole thing about the PB and Trumbeak community is that like Toucanon is their leader, like the tribal leader. And they're supposed to go hunt for food, bring it back. That's like their means of survival. Rowlet does not know how to do fucking shit, but he's a precious baby boy. The Trumbeaks get mad at him, and they like bully him, and they make him feel bad. But like he meets Ash, and Ash becomes his trainer. And you go through this arc with Sun and Moon in Alola, where Ash uses Rowlet to defeat a Decidueye in battle. Mm-hmm. And it's like the underdog. It's like the best underdog story. And through this whole arc, Rowlet is a dumbass, like who just like wants to eat and sleep and make friends. And then towards the end, the Trumbeaks and PB deliver a Decidueye style hood, like for him to wear in battle. Aww. To be like you might be a little guy, but you're a strong and brave bird. And he comes out at the end, he wins. Like he fucking wins, dude. And I'm like crying. I'm almost like, I can't believe Rowlet overcame the greatest odds being a brave bird. He's just a little guy. And then at the end of it, like Ash is like, oh, well, I have to leave. I got my badge and I'm going to leave the region now. It was so nice to like have you in my team. And he's walking away, and Rowlet's like, but you're going to leave me. And it's like, no, you should go back to your family. And then Toucanon, who's the leader of this group, is like, Tucanon. Well, he's saying that, but what he really means is like, no, you should go with Ash. You should go with him. This is your new life. There's so much more for you out there than just staying here. And then Rowlett flies to Ash, sits in his backpack, and it's like this really emotional moment where he's like leaving his life behind, but he has grown so much and there's so much more for him there. And he's just a little round boy. And I just like, it makes me so happy when a cute little boy like Rowlett can do so much more and overcomes the odds. And I love him so much because of that.
Oh.
It's also the easiest one to draw.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's still up on Fanbyte.
It's fun to figure out what should still on Fanbyte and what is it.
My Lost Judgment review is gone. And that was actually one of my favorite pieces of writing.
That's a good one.
You
and
can
also
find the archive. I will say shout outs to the people who were there when we all got fucking shit canned. Because y'all were on archive.org religiously.
Real fast.
Really fast. I'm going to say Tepig.
Oh, Tepig.
Oh, really? Okay. Tepig's
I like
cute.
Tepig.
I think I would probably say Fennekin.
Okay.
Because of the 1, 2, 3 in particular. Like, there's a lot of little starters, but if we're talking starters, then it has to be all 3, right?
You can account for that, sure.
You know what I mean? And I like the design
through
change. I like also being half psychic because I don't think there are any other starters that are half psychic, so that's fun.
Right.
Love the sound that the big one Delphox makes. Like the little battle cry is crazy, and I like it. And it's also rare to have a starter that is so girl coded.
Yeah, I was about to say
so girl coded.
It's like,
I mean, just like,
and then like Primarina are like the only two I think about the top of my head that are truly like, that's a woman. That's my bestie.
Dude, you think Fennekin to Delphox, femboy. For sure.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think, yeah. Like, we were talking about earlier, I was talking with the homies about, like, water types are always so zesty, which is fantastic.
Sure.
But Fennekin in particular, because Fennekin has an 87.5% male to female
they
ratio.
All do.
Yeah. Wow.
Real bummer for me as a child.
Yeah, fucking
I said, wow, I can't wait to get my starter. A boy, well.
Is that true?
Yes, every single Pokemon starter has an 87.5% chance to be male and a 12.5% chance to be female. Really fun for me to find out as a child.
That's crazy.
I remember restarting a few times as a kid and being like, am I stupid? Like, is it, like it's already determined the Pokemon, so I have to start the save file all the way over, not save before I get the guys.
Sure.
So I remember looking it up on Bulbapedia and being like, this is fucking stupid.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Fennekin is super zesty. I think we need to revisit that. Fennekin's a good choice.
I like Fennekin.
All right, baby.
All right. Yeah. Imran Khan asks, what does Michael think of Timu Rowlett?
Oh, we're talking about Brout from Weewa.
We're talking about Brout
from Weewa. Mm-hmm. We did touch on it earlier.
Brout's cool. I don't know.
I'll give Brout himself. I'm not going to I'm not like, oh my god, yo, it's my fucking starter. I'll give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Through the evolutions, Brout can become something greater. But like Brout on their own, I don't know, man. They ain't doing it for me. This Angry Bird looking ass motherfucker. I've already decided that I think everyone likes Pom Bomb. Not into who's the Gex water Gex.
The lizard mid as shit.
I think everyone's going to Pom Bomb for this one. Not big into Brout, so. But who knows?
Okay.
Brout can make up some ground in terms of the Rowlet race. Can really make up some ground against Dartrix.
Yeah,
that's where you got to. That's where you gotta get ahead.
Yeah. I've come around on Dartrix, but still not entirely.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite. But we'll see what Brout turns into. I'll give him a chance. But no one beats Rowlet. Not even fucking close.
Not even close. Jesse asks, in games that you have an upgrade tree, and when the first decision you have to make is between increasing health or increasing damage, Which way do you lean and why? And does the genre matter?
Damage.
Genre doesn't matter. Always pick more damage. Why? The only health that matters is the last one.
Damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damage.
You don't need the other ones.
I mean, get good, right?
Get good.
You don't need more
There's
health.
an element of get good, but also if you want a meta game about it, it's always going to be a DPS check, so pick damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damage. Like I noticed this too when I try to. I think I've gotten less and less decision paralysis when it comes to character building in RPGs, where a lot of that shit matters. Yeah. Because I'm like, I actually want to be a glass cannon. That's what I want.
It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more fun. And the best defense is a powerful offense. Like I used to do sword and board type builds, paladins, whatever the fuck, in RPGs when I was a dumb kid because I'm like, oh, I should have more health because I'll survive longer. But like, I'm fucking there. I'm swinging a sword. What I could swing 2 swords, and that's just way better. I just think you have more. In the context of video games, I think you have more interesting gameplay opportunities when you spec into a glass cannon type of build, and the survivability, so long as the game is designed in a way that makes it viable, you just have to think about things differently. I think it opens up more interesting gameplay opportunities when you have to think about survivability different rather than just having more health. And when it comes to how you play it and your offensive capabilities, of course, being the more DPS focused class is going to give you more interesting things. I think they give you more interesting things to do when you engage with combat systems.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I agree. I almost never pick health unless I'm like, for some reason, getting my shit kicked in. I guess it does matter. It doesn't really matter about the genre, but if there is a game I'm struggling with, I will sometimes do a 1 or 2 in health and then just kind of boost everything else after that. That's really, really, really rare.
I mean, I even did this in Resident Evil Requiem because as Grace, you can upgrade your firepower or extra health. And it kind of doesn't matter because the game isn't really designed to like have that as an elongated mechanic that really matters. But every time you can craft a stimulant that either permanently boosts your health or your damage, I'm like, I'm going to do damage, dude. I'm just going to avoid that. And like for this game in particular, like you can find enough health products, health items, skincare products to like take, like if you make a mistake, that's on you, man. If you get hit, that's on you. Get good. That's on you.
Funk asking, when did you start using buffs and debuffs in video games? Which I think is a really good question. Because for me, the answer was pretty late in my video game career. I was someone who...
I think that's the case because most games pretend that you need them and you don't. And it's like,
That's true. I think sometimes what would happen to me is that I would simply change the difficulty so that the debuffs and buffs didn't matter.
You fucking fake,
which is
fake
like,
ass motherfucker.
Which is something that would happen. But I think that the one game where I was like, oh, I got to start thinking about this strategically was almost exactly 20 years ago with Final Fantasy 12, and I started to use buffs and debuffs more aggressively and strategically because, especially in some of those high level hunts that you would play kind of in the in game, you need them like desperately. And so I started to use them there, and then I would start to play with them more in other games because I was like, it's kind of fun to just poison the fuck out of someone or just like debilitate their magic defense and then hit them with something. It's like that stuff started to become more interesting to me, but like I don't think the language of video games is really made a lot of room for buffs and debuffs as like a viable play style until you were almost forced to do it. Like there were always options for you in a lot of these games, but they were just like
it's usually not designed to.
They're not designed.
They're not like the core gameplay. I think
totally.
Like if I could think of one game where I started doing that, would probably be Bravely Default because that's how the game is designed. You do have to think about it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like games that make it clear that you will benefit from this, because I think a lot of the RPGs I played growing up, those things are always optional, especially as we talk about Pokemon games, because those were like a lot of the early RPGs I played. Is like you have limited spell slots, I'm not gonna use one of those slots on a fucking Leer or a debuff spell. I'm gonna put fucking Hydro Beam on that ass. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 PP on that.
I think about it all the time, John.
Like, I'm gonna blast these motherfuckers with this shit. I'm not gonna spend a turn fucking. Oh, you lowered your defense, dude. I'm gonna get ass blasted next turn. I'm gonna kill you now, not later.
Yeah, and especially once you get into, if you either get an XP share or into the games where you have global XP share, it's like, oh, let me put down Stealth Rock to maybe do 5% of their health whenever somebody comes in. It's like, that's great for competitive.
That is it. Yeah, you need that.
What if I just fucking used Endeavor?
Yeah. What if I use Earthquake instead? What the fuck?
What if I just kill you?
I will say this though, is that when I started actually thinking about it, is when I started getting really into Shin Megami Tensei.
Sure,
that is a series.
Mandatory.
That series is
mandatory.
Mandatory because it's not like any other RPG where you can just like cast all your biggest spells and hope that you survive. It's like, nah, dog, you're gonna get your shit rocked if you are not teeing this up. And I think I've noticed in more and more RPGs that I played, I think Octopath Traveler is also good about this, where it's not key to your survival, but it is to your benefit to tee that up because it makes fights go faster. And like when I have 4 party members, one of them is a glass cannon. And I can do way more damage if I support them rather than have everyone attack. So I did that a lot when I played Octopath Traveler 0 most recently. It's like, oh, I have like 2 heavy hitters in my party. The other 2 are going to play support. They're going to lower the enemy defense and buff their offense. And so when I do when it becomes their turn, I do exponentially more damage than I could have done if everyone just attacked. And when a game allows you to do that, that shit fucking rules, man. I want to see my shit go past 9,999. I think a lot of the the older Final Fantasies did not care about that, which is fine. Like the game is not designed to do that. So I never grew up with that design language necessarily until SMT really pushed back on me and said, no, this is not like those other RPGs.
Not like those baby games.
Get the fuck
this
out of here.
Real shit.
Yeah, this is real adult Pokemon shit. SMT, bitch.
Speaking of Leer, just real quick, when I used to see a bumper sticker for Leer,
I thought about the
back
Pokemon
of a truck
all the time.
No. That's fine. I was never a Pokemon person. I always thought Lotus. I was like, I was like, is that for a reading program that I don't know? I literally was like that forever. And then I was like,
that's so funny.
They make fucking truck bed liners or whatever. Anyway, just a couple more questions. Bone Chug Actual asking, what game or series is burning a hole in your backlog?
I don't have no backlog. Kill your backlog.
Kill your backlog. Kill the backlog in your whoa
in February.
No.
Anyways,
Nikki leaves. I just
fortunately for Michael.
Nikki leaves. You can say whatever you want.
Fortunately for Michael, this goes up for the public on March 1st. Okay, so
Nikki leaves and I just say crazy shit, huh? That's crazy.
I save my crazy shit for when Nikki's here so they can appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Kill the backlog in your head. Kill the marathon in your head. What do you mean by burning a hole in your backlog?
It's like I think it's like I gotta play this, but I can't. I gotta
get around to this, but like it's like it's looming. I mean, I have games I feel like are looming, but I do mostly have the kill your backlog mantra. Like I do really have that, but there are games that sit there that I'm just kind of like, wow, I haven't really played this yet.
I know what it is.
I think the closest one for me is a game that I've said I was going to play for the past 6 weeks, and it was Stray Children, and I just have not done.
Wait, what is
Stray Children?
Stray Children.
That's that K-pop group, right?
Yeah, that's it. I still want to play that. It is burning a hole in the sense that when I open Steam and I see that kind of sitting there, I'm like, I'm almost waiting for it to like fall below the first scroll line so I can I'm like, oh, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. But anyway, that's I think the only real one I've got.
For me, it's Trails. It's the entire Trails series. That's like
You're doing the whole thing.
That's my backlog.
That's a lot. That's a lot of game.
It's a lot of
that's
game.
A lot of game.
It's the reason why it is burning a hole in my backlog is because I was. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say I'm one of the first people who talk about Trails. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But I was on the Trails train earlier than most motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You're a pioneer. Yeah, you're a pioneer. Yeah.
You can see me in the credits of Trails first chapter remaster.
Stupid.
I got into Trails in 2019 and I could not shut the fuck up about it. I was annoying. Like y'all met me at a pretty good time in my life where I got a lot of the annoying shit out of my personality by the time I interacted with y'all more regularly. Very glad about that.
Okay.
And I was really annoying about Trails. I played Trails of Cold Steel and I was like, dog, this is the best shit ever. This is the new Persona to me. And then once I started to understand like the breadth of that series, I was like, dude, I'm definitely playing this entire thing. I played Sky 1, Sky 2. I played Cold Steel 1, played Cold Steel 2. And everything I played from those games was fucking fantastic. And I was like, I cannot wait to see how this world evolves, all the other lore and details, the ways all these different entries weave with each other. It is one of the most interesting game series, period. Because they're one of the few who had the opportunity to make 15 fucking games that all connect to each other.
Yeah.
Nobody else can do that because nobody else has the
Yu Suzuki didn't get his chance to make a bunch of 15 fucking Shenmue games, but Trails did.
Yeah, and so but like to that point, it's like, that's the only series that's able to do it. But they also do it really, really well. But I have only played 4 out of 15 of those games. I look at them every time I boot up Steam. I have them. I'm like, I'm down.
4 out of 15. 4 out of 15 is crazy when that shit is like 60 hours a pop.
Yeah. Some games some of them are 40, 30 hours ish, but then they could also like top out at like 80.
They top out at like 80. Yeah. Yeah. We got one more question. Fonk asks, what color are magic potions?
Magenta. Mexican pink, they called it.
Mexican pink, dude. I think that is like, you have
Rosa Mexicana. Magenta.
Health is always red. Mana is always blue. Green is always some other bullshit. Like
poison.
Yeah. But universally, you just think of magic potions. Magenta. Perfect. Universal.
I think I agree.
You could get into
like
purple.
A purplish.
But like a pinky purple. A pinky purple to me is kind of
that communicates magic.
Which is magenta. Yeah.
You put it
usually a swirl of sparkle.
Yeah.
Pretty important.
Sparkly magenta and a little page. What is it? A thermometer jar or like a Baldo, whatever the fuck. It's like the circle and then like the cylinder, the phallic part.
Where it's really, really tall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
It's got to be a strange bottle.
The bottle has to be weird. So that's magic to me. That's magic potions.
That is magic potions. Hey, thanks for asking all those wonderful questions. Thank you, Hive members, for doing that. You can join the Hive by going to vgbs.com/join. You can join the Hive if you go to discord.gg/vgbs, which is free to join, by the way. And we're still going to look for options. We're not quite under the emergency duress that we might have been.
We're shopping around.
But we're shopping. We're shopping.
Not Discord.
For a Discord replacement. For a Discord replacement.
Substack?
Just in case. Yeah.
Just leave comments on my Substack.
Just leave comments on the Substack. Just have discussions in Substack and then polymarket all the comments. That'd be great.
Polymarket, that's just field. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Stupid.
If you're in the dating field, you'll know. So.
Yeah.
Famously, you are.
Yep. But Michael, do you have anything to plug before we get out?
Plugs, dude. Shit. Oh, I wrote a little thing just today as I'm recording this about breaking down the region of Pokemon Wiwa Winds and Waves, about how it's just the Philippines. So that's on IGN.com.
Bars.
I also, what else did I do?
What else
a bunch
did
of other
you do?
shit. I have stuff on RE9. I have stuff on Steam Next Fest. Probably next week I'm going to talk a little bit more about Marathon. And
Marathon.
catch me every week on the hottest podcast on the block. Not if you're driving. Not VGBs. No. Not the Bombcast. Nah. Not Triple Click. No. Not Next Lander or the Jeff Gersman Show. All great podcasts. Trust me. I listen to them all.
How many do you know? That's more than I knew, I think.
Shit. Victory Light with the Kid Merrill is probably my favorite podcast. But that not even that comes close to the one that I am on every week, Podcast Unlocked. I will say though, we have good episodes every week. This past week we had the opportunity to talk about the Phil Spencer stuff. Ooh, I didn't get to defend Phil Spencer on this. Fuck. I wanted to be his greatest warrior on this.
Thank God you have the. Thank God you have.
I'm just kidding.
No. You have the fucking floor, Michael Higham.
That is
go ahead. Defend Mr. Philly.
Cover all the series.
You can't spell Philippines without Phil. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's the defense. That's perfect.
But we did do a good episode this past week where we talked at length about all the Xbox stuff. So that was a fun one. Sure. It's not as much of a bummer as VGBs. I'm just kidding.
No. It can't be.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not kidding.
But it's true.
No, you're not kidding. It's true.
I'm not kidding. Yeah. But I think that listening to y'all beforehand, it's like you get a good gauge of where everybody is at. And I think that's what as a podcaster myself, God forbid I call myself that, but it's really interesting to get everyone's accounts because everyone is right in some sense. And then so when it comes time for me to voice my opinion, I'm like, wait, but I've heard a lot of people I've trusted have varying opinions. Yeah. So like I feel like I have this holistic account that I bring to every episode. I'm like, dude, I got all the answers, bro. Why is no one paying me to
we're
be
haters?
Yeah, it is. Yes, because someone has to be. Someone has to be the hater because being a hater also comes with valid perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like
being a hater is usually about liking stuff, which people don't always get, especially if it's in a smaller.
People in our reviews don't understand that at all, or in our YouTube comment section don't understand that at all.
I've listened to so many podcasts. One of them has to be haters, and it's y'all, and I love y'all for that.
One of them. Okay, all right. Well, new merch. One of them has to be haters, and it's us, BGBs.
One of them has to be haters on the front.
Yeah,
it's us. Booty shorts on the back.
Booty shorts. Oh God, that would be so good. Yeah, Michael, I appreciate that. Yeah,
that was very nice.
Go find Michael at all those places at IGN. That's where you can.
I'm also on Kind of Funny's Game Showdown this week. Not to spoil anything, I fucking wreck these motherfuckers. Washed up.
Oh, I believe that.
They're so washed up, it's crazy.
Pokemon washed and Pokemon cooked.
Yeah, that's
still my favorite thing that Nikki has said. I feel like there was nothing, and it's just like stuck in my brain forever.
It's just the best. Mm-hmm.
So, also that.
That is good. You should go to dialedindie.net. That's Lotus's cool website. Do you have anything to plug specifically?
I did write a review of Horripilant, which I didn't really intend to do, but I played a lot of it. I had a lot of thoughts about the mechanics of that game. I talked about it, the demo I played like months ago. There is also a Hive question saying like, what 2026 releases are we excited for? I think that we did that a bit ago, but dialedindie.net, you could get my 26. And also the Gecko Gods finally has a release date, so that's one of them.
Hey.
Yeah. Lotus's recommendations are always good because I want to play them, including Angelina Era. Is that so?
Angelina
Era. You talked about that, and I looked at it because you talked about it, and I was like, "What the fuck? This shit looks sick."
Yeah, that game is sick. It's really good. People should go play it. I don't think I really have anything to plug. You could go to twitch.tv/VGBs. I stream there every single Tuesday. I have a show called Wake Up Honey. It's Tuesday. You can probably hear one of these people on that show. Just like flip a coin. It'll be Nikki. It'll be Michael. It'll be Lotus. Sometimes it'll just be me. But we're usually hanging out watching really dumb videos.
We had 3 Joes this past week.
We had 3 Joes this past week, which was nuts.
I think I was like too much Joe. Just a little.
It was too much Joe. No, it was too much Joe. It was too much.
You know, my hard limit is approximately 80% of one of them. That I'm
it was
like,
too
I
much
gotta get
Joe.
out of here.
I was still in a mode that I was just like, we have to get like he released many of them in a row.
We have to catch up.
And I was like, we have to catch up. I've realized that really I think the best thing is an architectural digest with a couple. It's just the best. I just don't know what to. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
painful.
do. The fact that they don't release one of those every single week is going to fucking haunt me forever.
Your reality TV.
It's my reality TV. I don't know why they don't do one every single week. They have enough bad couples. They could do 52 bad couples.
The dynamic is so fun to break down because you get to infer things about the relationship in ways that you should not, because that's like mad disrespectful, but you do it anyway.
It's horrible, but I do it anyway because it's great. I know.
Dan
I'm right
Berlin,
100% of the
give
time.
us more couples AD.
Dan Berlin,
it's on you,
to the
brother.
Show. It's on you. And by the way, you can send me that B-roll of that fucking Zooey Deschanel episode whenever you want. All right,
let's go.
Let's get out of here. We will see y'all next week. Until next time, keep on buzzing.